Ta-da!
Hello everyone.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the first Archon Prophecy stream. I am Thomas Huiten, senior designer these days at Time Studios, and I'm joined by Tom.
Hi.
Who is game director, as you see down there. I got it correct this time. I did not write the wrong thing.
Good.
I did not accidentally demote Tom. Yeah, welcome. We are going to be showing you Archon Prophecies today and the Griffin patch, I think it's called.
Yes, Griffin update. We
yeah,
don't call it a patch, we
update,
call it an update.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff in it.
Yep.
Obviously, Griffin update is already in an open beta right now, so some people might have seen some stuff there.
Yep.
But we're going to assume that people have not seen it, so we're going to show you a lot of stuff. But we're primarily going to focus on Archon Prophecies.
Yes, we are.
So,
let's go.
We shall begin immediately, because taking time is for losers. So, here's our last time is Advinder from the last stream. Now, we're going to make our realm. And I think we've already made a pre-made one that we're going to use.
Do you remember what you called it? Triumphia, yeah.
Yeah, Triumphia, that should be the one. Let's make sure. Yes, so this has one of the new ones. It has Blessed Fields, because we want to make sure that the Blessed Lands show up a lot, which is some of the new stuff that shows up. You'll see it once we get there. And we have Ruins, because we want to have the right vibe. And we're going to try and go for a bit of narrative of like a holy realm that got invaded by evil forces. And we're going to try and defend it. We're going to customize difficulty and all that sort of stuff. That will be all good. Then we are going to make ourselves your journey. So we're going to walk through the creation and show the stuff that's new. We've already pre-made a ruler this time because there's a lot of stuff we want to put in there and show, and it would take us ages to get through it otherwise. Okay. So we shall create our faction. And I think maybe you want to take the word here. We have like 2 new forms here.
Yeah, we do. So the 2 new forms are Elysian and Ancient. We wanted to go for something a bit different this time. So in the past, we've already added like kind of crazy forms like animals and stuff like that, whereas this time what we've actually decided to do was try to make slightly more human looking forms, because we decided, we realized after looking at the we have telemetry, we can see what you guys do unless you opt out, which you I think you'll be able to opt out in the next thing because of some European law. Anyway, we can see, no, it's true, they changed the there's a new law which means that we have to give opt out from telemetry, so from the next update people will be able to opt out from sending us data.
Right.
Anywho, we can see that somewhere in the region of 50 or 60% of sessions has people playing humans and elves. So for all of we add ocelots and foxes and wolves and stuff, everyone just plays humans. So we decided to make prettier humans, because apparently that's what everybody wants anyway. We also have the ancient form. Should you quickly have a look at the ancient form for me? Ancient form is ugly old people. So these guys are here for if you want to play essentially necromancers or monstrous people or very wise people, whereas Elysians are those Dungeons and Dragons people, Asmar.
Elysians are basically god-touched people. You want to play someone that's divine. Yep. Like you want to have the divine vibes, whereas the Ancients are, well, ancient, first off, but they're also very fitting for doing like wights or liches or old undead creatures, you know?
Yeah, wights, got you. Yeah, not white people, got you. Anywho, so
you can make them any color you want, Tom.
Okay,
form traits.
So we've done a pass on. Hey, let me drive.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, so we've done a pass on this UI to make it a little bit easier to read, because we had so many things in this list, it was no longer readable. And new here is the flaws. So by default, Elysians are inner radiance, so if you hit them you get spirit damage, which is new. Defensive tactics, so standing next to each other gives them a defensive bonus, and adaptable, which means that they get an XP bonus. However, if we wanted, we could give them a flaw instead, which lets us get an extra point.
Yes.
All of these are kind of designed to be a bit of a pain in the arse. The general feeling around is that vulnerable to magic is the worst, while it's probable that coward is the easiest to work around, but we're not entirely sure.
I mean, it is until you start losing units into like landmark battle and or your people around.
Yeah, exactly. Careless, who knows? Anyway, so what this essentially means is you can go a bit crazier. It means, for example, you can do something I've always wanted to be able to do, which is mix, because you couldn't do this before. You can now mix poisonous and hideous stench.
Oh, right, yeah, because you have enough points now.
You now have enough points to mix poisonous and hideous stench and stuff like that. Did you decide what we were going to do, or were we just going to do normal stuff?
I've made one already, but also it might be worth showing on the Ancient, because I'm fairly certain we changed this.
They start with weak.
So this one, first off, they already start with a flaw by default. Yep. You can obviously change this if you wanted to.
This is why we added flaws, because the Ancients obviously needed...
Yeah, we wanted something to represent it, right?
Yep.
But interestingly, things like resistant and I think the other version have also been changed. So
resistant.
resistant.
Previous DLC, man.
No, we didn't. The fact that it's now all all attacks is different. That is now actually, because it used to be only resistance against magic attacks.
No, we changed
What's
this like
Was it last
DLC.
DLC?
Yeah,
I'll
we,
believe it.
we changed
I'll
the
believe it.
previous DLC.
I'll believe it. We do too many things to remember.
Timeline.
Very, very
Okay,
good. So,
okay.
for just the sake of it, because we're going to show Elysians anyway, we might
Yep.
as well do this process with the Ancients.
Yep.
Just to show.
What is that
So,
ancient culture?
We have a new culture here, obviously, which we're obviously going to pick. So, the Architect culture. This is part that I worked on a lot. Yeah, we'll show you the battle saint. It'll come in time. Don't worry about it. The Architects. So the Architects are effectively, they're a people that are very much working on like old blueprints. So they are a people that build these magnificent monuments, effectively the wonders in the world, and they use a unique resource called Wonderstone to do it.
Yep.
So the whole shtick is that they go out, they go find the materials for these enormous wonders, they build them, and they get power from them. This is kind of born from there's like all these wonders around which the Archons left there. It's like, well, the Archons must have taught someone to build the damn things, because they need to put them somewhere. And these are, the idea is vaguely that these are the sort of the people descended from those. So they're descended from the builders that the Archons employed. Also, Jordi is roasting me for last update, I know. So, how they work, Archons, is that they very much work off of affinity. They modify themselves based off the affinity that you have. So they change their basic damage channel based on the dominant affinity, and the monuments, you dedicate them to affinities, and that also gives you more power. The quote-unquote subcultures of this culture are effectively just choosing your starting affinity. They do not have further effects beyond that, because the culture itself already varies itself based on the affinity you go into. So this is just to give yourself a starting point. So if we want to go for the vibe of Shadow, we pick that. You see right now Shadow is our highest affinity. You see the aesthetics change. And
Does the symbol on the shield change as well?
It does. They make custom shields. This is like,
That's
because
cool.
you have like
I
those
didn't
old hoplite shields always had like
I remember.
the art on
I
them,
didn't
right?
realize the actual icon on the shield changed too.
I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that made it in. So we
Defines
shall show
their
that.
society.
For the society traits, there's definitely some new stuff here.
But we're going to do prophecies, right?
Yeah, we will do a prophecy.
Those
So
are the only new ones, right?
there's the 3 prophecies, and there is the Pantheon trait as well.
Okay. What's
The one in the
trait?
Pantheon is the Diviners one.
Oh,
one
right,
that's like
yeah. I
where you're
haven't
on the
played that
clock.
one. I haven't tested that one. Yeah, but this one. Okay,
I have
cool.
not played that one with that one myself, but it's quite interesting. So, vision traits, the other big thing, because we're going to be nothing through all the stuff. The vision traits, these are effectively, these are very much for flavor. You can basically pick these, and it means that your people, your ruler, receives a prophecy at the start of the game. You get like a vision, and you choose how you interpret this vision, and that interpretation sets you basically on a quest that gives you a reward when you get to the end of it.
So the idea is that rather than giving you a bonus that you have from the start of the game, it gives you a very small bonus at the start of the game, but a much bigger bonus later on. The thing is, you have to earn that bonus by kind of role-playing.
Exactly.
But you're going to see that in game, because we're going to choose one of them.
Yeah, we're going to show one. As a general gist of how they are divided is, visions are very like a complicated thing. Prophecies are very specific. Like they're very vague and very specific at the same time. So how we did it is we have 3 types. I just realized that our portrait is like nice and in the way of this. I'm gonna move us to the side. Okay, can I do that?
You can move, right?
Can I hide us? There you go. I can hide us for a second. I'll just hide us for a second so you can actually see this. I didn't realize this was at the bottom of the list. My bad. So we have promise. The vision of promise, this means you see where your people will have to settle. This is the, we're going on a crusade. This is the, we must build our great city. This is the, Smaug is sitting in our city and tyrannizing the place, and we need to go take it back and get the gold back. All of those vibes are in this one. Then we have destiny. This one is your people are marked for greatness. So your people are marked for to get the attention of a particular affinity. So the idea is like, oh, your people are born under the mark of chaos. They are destined to sow chaos. So you can see here they would be conquerors, and then it would ask you like, okay, you must go conquer stuff. You must burn things down. You must cause violence and chaos, and then you attract the attention of some entities related to chaos, and then you will be given a blessing afterwards. This one specifically gives you a blessing. Promise boosts the city that you get there, so your throne city. And lastly, the one we will be doing in our proper playthrough is the Vision of Ruin. This is the longest term one. The Vision of Ruin is you see the end of all things, and you will bring it about. And how you do it is up to you. You'll see there are 3 options. There's basically you'll engulf the realm in war, you will let magic flow freely, or you will bring about an age of death
I tried Age of Death during one of my playtests. It is a bit broken, but yeah, fun.
Balance. It takes a long time to get there. These so they're effectively divided into early game, mid game, and late game.
Yeah.
Like Promise is expected to be at some place relatively early. Destiny is a bit in the middle, and Ruin is expected like a bit later. Okay. So this gives a lot of power, but it takes a lot more effort to get.
Okay.
So for these ones, we're gonna go and make them have a Promise, and we're gonna build them assuming that they're going to go reconquer their homeland for Materium. As if that's the thing we're going to go do in this one.
Okay.
And we'll just pick something else here because we don't need to go through all of that. For the first tome, I don't think we have any new ones here, right? Because it's tier 2?
Not in tier 1, no.
No, but we did have some changes to the order ones, right? Faith,
God, vaguely, yeah. I mean, okay, so...
I know we added this one.
Okay, so essentially we've always had this problem that the Tome of Faith had the Chaplain in it, and the Chaplain was a tier 2 support unit. Since almost every single culture starts with a tier 2 support unit, the Chaplain was kind of useless. There was never any real reason to take him. So what we've done is we've taken the Lesser Light Spirit, which is a new unit for the DLC. We took him out of the DLC and put him into the free update, and you can summon him. So even though he's only tier 1, firstly he can evolve into a tier 3, and secondly you can summon him. So it's much easier to sort of bring on healing support wherever you go. Can I have a quick look? What else did we change? And what that means is the Chaplain is now...
You cannot see that here.
Oh, I can.
Oh, you can? I didn't even know you could open that here.
You might.
I didn't know you could open that
You
here.
might not be able to see
Alright
it.
then.
I can see it. Anyway, so the Chaplain has now disappeared into the Tome of the Beacon, and he is here, and he's now evolved into a tier 3 unit. He's much more powerful. His healing prayer is boosted all the way to hell. His bless ability is better, and I believe, let me think about this for a sec. There used to be the, what's the name here? The Lightbringer, that weird fish monster. That used to be here. He's gone. And the fish is now in Zeal.
No, it's not.
Is it not? Where did we put the Zeal? Where did we put the fish?
No, wait, where did you put the fish?
Where did we put the fish? Is it in Zeal?
I actually have no idea where you put the fish.
Where did we put the
in
fish?
Sanctuary, maybe.
It must be in Sanctuary. No.
Higher up.
Where on earth did we put the fish? Virtue?
Is the fish missing? Wait.
The Virtue is a new one. Shh.
You sure it's not Beacon? No, it's not.
I could have sworn we have lost the fish. Is it an Inquisition?
No, there it is.
Okay, it's an Inquisition. Sorry, I got confused.
I didn't move it. I didn't know
when we were doing this design, there was a lot of disagreement about who should go where. So I guess he ended up in Inquisition. So that's where you get the Lightbringer now.
So we're gonna go reconquer our
But yeah, but these guys are like Materium Shadow. So
yeah, they're gonna take their land back from their from the evil monster. So for hunting a big monster, I feel like alchemy is kind of appropriate, so we'll take that for them as well. We're gonna go show their customization real quick, because there is some stuff here. So this is an interesting one to generate. I've actually not messed with the ancients that much, so we're gonna go see what we can do with them.
Just hit randomize a few times.
We can do that, yeah. Why not? Let's see what it makes. We should lock in the pose if we can. So they have like weird mask options, right?
Yeah. So they have these bandages, and I believe the bandages color changes based on one of your colors. It might be player color. The bandages might be player color.
Oh, I've not seen the hair either. They have the assembly spikes.
Yep.
That has to be the reference.
Yeah, so they sit somewhere between the assembly and a bunch of zombies. They're not explicitly undead, but they are a little bit kind of decayed.
I love the mohawk.
Yeah.
It's excellent. But this one actually is really cool. That's
yeah. It's the de-Antwoord hair.
Is it actually?
Well, it looks
is
like
that
the
is that what the singer has? I don't actually know what they look like.
The singer, the female singer in the Antwoord, in fact, the male singer, they're the kind of people whose hair changes all the time, but it's the kind of hair that you'd imagine them having.
I mean, that's awesome, honestly. All right, so
no
it's,
beards.
it's on the
Do
head.
we have
there
beards?
We go. No, it's the head that changes.
Do we not have beards?
Yo, look at how cool this one looks, though.
I think we replaced the beards because they have they have weird facial masks.
Well, I mean, because this one isn't going to be able to have a beard, is he?
Yeah.
The lower jaw's missing. It's metal. Yep. That one's really cool, actually. That's my favorite by far.
No, I actually like bandages.
Really cool yeah, this is
really
like
assassin
vibes.
What you can do is choose a wizard king. Whoa, wizard king.
Yes.
And then be an ancient wizard king. But then you can choose all of the body stuff, which has all of the bandages. So you have. If I can actually find it. Yeah, this one. So then you can do this one, and then you can go like full-on mummy.
Gonna make him a mummy.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow, the torso looks actually wild.
Yeah.
Is that body paint? That's been maybe. It's still freaky. Okay, we're gonna make him a champion real quick because then we have the culture options.
Yep.
I'm gonna show those real quick.
Thomas, is your face is over that? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I actually haven't turned the camera back on. I just
Where is
realized.
the camera? So yep, we should put it back. Hello.
Ta-da! We have returned. Then we have. I really like this one. This one's really cool. This one's also. We'll take this.
Okay.
Seems dope. So we have that.
Did we do anything else
for
here? We've changed so much.
what's interesting for the architects is, well, first off, we have a bunch of options here, which are very nice. Like, I quite like. We're gonna make him a. Let's see. Let's make him like a classic warrior, I suppose.
Yep.
Let's just do the whole. Let's make it quite nice and cheesy. It's a bit too Roman, isn't it?
And we have to make him a
Yeah.
battle saint.
Yes.
Class.
We already have one for the other one. We'll talk over what they do when we get in game and show it, because it will otherwise will take.
Yep.
a long
The
time.
battle saint is the first class we have which can use every weapon type.
Everything
they-
except ranged.
They can't use ranged weapons.
Yeah,
Okay.
ranged weapons. Which they kind of could, I guess, but
Yep.
haven't done that yet. Didn't have the time. So you'll note we also added like a bunch more staff variants and orb variants for this one, so you can actually.
I think we did that to everyone, so everyone now should be able to use every flavor of staff and orb, regardless
Yes.
of their culture.
So I
because
really
that was
like
really
these.
annoying.
Look at how cool they are.
Yep.
They change color as well, which is nice. But obviously the cool one is going to be this, because I love this.
Full
I'm very
hot
happy we
plate.
have this.
Yep.
And you'll note this also has the color from your affinity.
Mhm.
Then, what is really cool about the architects? Well, first off, we're going to show some helmets here because they have some cool options here as well. Which we're not going to do because we want to have the head visible for this one.
Yeah.
But there's some really neat options here. That's not familiar. This one's familiar as well. We're going to do.
So I was asking if we could see some new giants. Do we even have the new giants unlocked? I don't know if we had them unlocked.
I
here,
don't
'cause
have
they're in-
Pantheon unlocks on this
I'm
one.
sorry, we didn't unlock.
I can
the
show them,
giants.
but I don't have them in the.
Well,
unlocked
if
for
you
this
just
one.
push F1, if you can just bring them up, because basically they just look like the built-in giants. So if you go to the tome, which is the star,
Oh, yeah, right, that one, yeah.
and then search for Revenant. No, is it not called a Revenant? Titan?
Is it Titan? I don't know what you guys called it. No.
Yeah.
The Titan
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
Titan.
yeah, yeah. So basically, if you were to get the items from the Pantheon, you would essentially end up looking like this.
I mean,
Yep.
the pieces of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do have to play a male giant in order to get those because we would literally have to make whole new stuff in order to make it for female, and we didn't have time, I am afraid.
So, the last cool thing before we get to the perfection data stuff I want to show is for the architects, we figured we can use these the armor channels a bit better. So what we have done is they actually have two armor colors basically.
Yep.
So this makes it look really cool.
There are more colors here, by the way. We bullied one of the art team until she added.
So for example, say
Yep.
we make them, I don't know, gold.
That's a nice purple,
right?
Oh.
Make them gold first. Then there isn't a secondary accent, which you can make any color we want.
It should be pointed out that only the architects actually have this.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't have the resource to go back and do it for everything else
Yep.
as well. But if we can do it, it's cool. So you can make really unique colors, and it means that when you encounter another architect player, they actually look very different among each other, which I'm very happy to see. For the race, obviously, we do the same sort of thing.
Should we do anything else? Yeah.
Where we're going with this is all still the same, but this is something. This is your pet
This is
project.
my stuff, yeah. So this was sort of my idea, but then somebody in the High Council, our sort of closed beta, essentially had exactly the same idea, and they were less lazy than me, and they made a big design, and we just saw that design and put it into the game. So, okay, so the idea here is that before, when you were designing your culture, you were just sort of designing a starting point, but what we realized a lot of people wanted was they weren't just designing characters for themselves, they were designing characters to play against. If you design a character to play against, you kind of want them to be part of the world, right? So you don't just want to say, hey, here's some orc guy. You want to say, here's an orc guy, and this is the cities he's got, and these are the people he hangs around with, and this is how he develops. So what we've done is we've put in a bunch of extra settings which lets you control how the AI will act with your race, right? So that means you go in here, so rather than just determining the name of the starting city, you can just add a bunch of names, right? And just type something, please. Cool. And the game will, every time you get a new city, will we'll name it based on these names in this order. So if you wanted to do Game of Thrones, you could say, well, the capital city is called, I'm not going to be able to remember any Game of Thrones.
King's Landing.
Yeah, King's Landing, Casterly Rock, Casterly other one.
Castle Rock, the other one.
King's Rock.
Storm's End. That's what
Casterly Castle, Casterly Landing, yeah.
city names indeed.
And then after that you can define the heroes. So these basically will once again turn up in order, and essentially this lets you determine the family of people who are with your leader. So you can say, hey, this is the guy who's in the head of the clan, and this is the princes, the princesses, the major heroes. So you could put Jaime Lannister in, that little dwarf guy whose name I've completely forgotten, stuff like that. You can give them all the classes. You can choose what weapons that they start with, the ambitions that they have, the governor type that they have, body type. You can give them a little biography and type their name in. So this means essentially you can create an entire family, an entire faction, and when you fight against these guys, these heroes will turn up. And critically, for these two at the top, when you play the game, these names and these heroes will also turn up automatically. So you yourself can actually create an entire group of heroes before you play, and they'll turn up. The multiplayer people were not happy about the heroes thing, so during realm creation you can actually disable the heroes because people were worried in multiplayer that there are particular combinations.
You can optimize it too much. You can specify a pile of the same kind of governors, for example.
Yeah, exactly. So essentially, if you were to choose, I don't know which one they choose. I'm not too up on the
We don't have to.
But yeah, you could choose a particular.
We don't have to tell them how to exploit things. It's not our job.
Okay. Default personality is where it was before. AI tone path is now something you can edit. This was added because what was happening was you do stuff like you say, I want to make a big orc. Okay, cool. And he's going to be chaos, right? And then off you go. And then essentially, because you were barbarians are chaos in nature, the system would choose the tome of the horde and then the tome of beasts. And essentially, you would end up with orcs who looked like tiny little furry monsters. So now, if you go to... What are you doing?
I want to check it because I did it for her.
Oh, okay. So now you can essentially set up the path of tomes that the AI will pick, and this means you can control the skills that they pick, the transformations, the enchantments, so they will actually follow a path that you determine rather than essentially what their personality did.
What's interesting is if you want to make the game a bit harder for yourself as well, this can mean you can actually give the AI basically you can give them a build to do.
Yes,
which means you can kind of push them a certain direction. Okay, I want you to do this thing that's I know is kind of works really well.
Yep.
And I want to fight that. So here we go. There's also, if I remember, did we get it in that when you complete a realm that it saves what you did? And that.
Okay, so in the old system, what the system would do is if you ascended a hero, the game would remember the tomes that you took for that hero and make sure you played them back. Right? Yeah. I don't know the actual state of that. I think that's gone and has been overridden by this. So
now she'll take the tome of severing if she ever gets to 9 tomes.
Okay, cool. And I think that's that for this feature. The built-in lords, I think there's a couple of lords that we made which have this, just so that you can see it. But by default, we have somewhere in the region of 150 lords. Yes. So yeah, so my favourite. You know, give me. So just because I can, I took one of the characters that I normally like playing with myself. Tiny woman, enormous hammer. And I convinced one of the narrative designers to put her into the game as an official character. And she is an insane religious zealot. Names all of her stuff after, basically inspired by Warhammer 40k Empire fanatics.
Not enough adjectives for names.
Yeah, exactly.
Should be wrath for glory.
Yeah. So essentially, this is the kind of thing you can do. You can make a crazy religious fanatic.
That's where I put Jordi.
Yeah. Jordi, Maida Gardener. Cool. Okay, so I think we should probably go to the actual character we're going to play with now, right?
Yes. I'm going to show you all the. We're going to the realm setup, obviously. But
so firstly, we can choose the character here because
so I'm just doing this all correctly because I'm otherwise going to go nuts. So we're going to be playing Hekafiel, the Silver Dawn.
Yep.
That's one I've made. Just to walk you through real quick, I changed her traits a little bit because we're going to be doing zeal, that sort of stuff. So they're elusive, they're going to run in a lot, and so they can run away, survive retaliations a bit better. Also because the wings, I thought it was funny. In the Radiance is pretty normal, and they have defensive tactics, which is they get defense bonus when they're next to each other.
Those were, all you've changed is elusive, right?
I think only elusive, yes. We're going to start with Astral, because we're already pushing ourselves towards order from other sources. Yep. So for the society traits, we have Chosen Uniters, which actually I should change, just realized. What do we change it to? Do we be Crusaders against evil? Yeah, let's do it. Why
Sure.
not?
Okay. And then
And we
Vision
have
of
the
Ruin
Vision of Ruin.
for the Astral Affinity.
Yeah, we're going to pick the Astral one here, but we're going to pick the Vision of Ruin.
Yeah, so you'll note that the society traits don't actually give you an affinity point, but as soon as the game starts, a choice will trigger and you'll get an affinity point based on that. So
you'll note Promise is Order, Materium, and Nature. Ruin is Shadow, Chaos, and Astral.
Yep.
And then Destiny is all 6, because it's any of the affinities. Then we're going to start with Tome of Zeal, because we need something to early on give us some aggression, and we want more order points. And we're going to be a champion. This is all the same as before.
Oh no, they can have a quick look at the Elysian options, right?
Right, yes. I'm not going to change anything on her, but...
You do get a headwing slider.
Wait, there's an actual slider? I didn't even notice.
Well, you know what I mean.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you get some badass skin sparkles. Can you have a look at the skin sparkles?
That's one of the ones I'm using, actually.
No, there's better ones. Better ones.
I'm using those too.
Where are they? There's badass skin sparkles. There's one which is basically puts little glowing stars. Yeah, this one.
This is the star one.
Yeah. The
stars. There is the constellation one.
Yeah.
It's really cool. There's the feathers, which is quite neat. And there's the lightning one, which I actually think is quite cool.
Can you pick Destiny along with other traits? Yeah, so the Destiny trait uses up one of your trait slots. So
all the prophecy traits, all 3 of them, you can only pick one of the 3.
Yeah.
Because they go at the same time and sort of stuff. They would overlap each other too much.
Another thing is, because they have their own narrative, they don't work if you play a story realm. Because we were worried that the story of the prophecy trait would interfere with the story of the campaign. That you'd have too many events triggering at once.
Quite like this armor as well.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
do
cool.
too, actually.
Like the armors for the that's Goaty one.
Yeah,
really cool.
Okay.
But I'm gonna not change anything here because we've already set this one up.
Okay.
We're gonna play them.
What is your people?
Did you set any of the extra faction data?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good.
I will not spoil it.
Okay.
So there she
Okay.
is. She is a battle saint as well, so we will serve that. Then we're gonna actually preset for the ones what our opponents are. So we're gonna go with Elamir here. Because he will have the chariots and he'll be showing those off for us if we run into him.
Yep. Should be pointed out that the chariots can have a multiple different types of animals pulling them. If you have the DLC, you can actually have them pulled by some of the DLC animals as well. I think you
probably show that actually.
I think the possibility. Let's just show for the possibilities. It should be. No, you're there. It's here somewhere.
It's down here. Yeah.
Chariot animal type. Okay. So I believe, I think that
the crocodile one.
The crocodile is DLC.
Yeah, the crocodile is from
Final
Fury.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty hysterical to have him pulled by
And
crocodiles.
Bear isn't Bear from Empires and Ashes?
Bear's Empires and Ashes,
Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
Tigers, it's pretty cool.
Okay. Anyway,
but we're gonna put him in as an opponent.
Sure.
There we go. We're gonna put in Kaya's gonna be going.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be. Don't do that. That makes the screen break. This is Tom messing around, isn't it?
I didn't do anything.
No, it's Jordi's just like, oh, I'm gonna press the light button now. Alright, well, I'm gonna just do my self-insert because I am like that. There we go.
Should I turn the lights off? Because this
is unacceptable. He cannot be taking my color. I'm gonna fix that.
I'm just gonna quickly figure out what the hell happens to the lights. Or maybe Rick can fix the lights. No, wait a minute.
I mean, I don't think they're listening. Deliberately turns off the lights and people turn them on. Anyway, Kaya, and then lastly we're gonna get Tenerath in here as well. A lot of color overlap. I didn't even notice. There we go. So, being that we are unhinged around here, we're gonna put the items very hard because that's what we do. But then what we have here that's really cool to show.
Yep.
Is that we have extended settings. This is also something you worked on, I think?
Yeah, well, no, technically, actually, a guy called Ajay did. So
AJ, right, yeah.
So, essentially, to get a bit technical, you have this thing sort of like a system will tend to reach sort of stasis, right? Not stasis, stasis is the wrong word. It'll reach kind of a balance.
Equilibrium.
So if you equilibrium, exactly. So if you have a bunch of people who start off roughly the same place, do roughly the same thing, they'll all end up roughly equal, and what tends to happen is that the AIs will just sort of like bump into each other and not really kill each other because nobody ever really gets enough of an advantage. So what we've done is made it so you can completely change how powerful everybody is at the start. So if you make everybody random, everybody will start with a random number of extra cities, random number of extra tomes, random number of extra heroes, and a random level. What this means is as the game progresses, you don't really reach equilibrium anymore. Like you'll have 2 neighbors, but one has started with 3 cities and one has only started with 1. So the guy with 3 cities is going to eat the person with 1 city. And that means when you bump into them, they'll be really big and the other guy will be really small. So the world is much more dynamic and much more interesting. It also means that if you want, you can make one person extraordinarily powerful, which I think is what you were going to do,
Yes,
right?
so what I've done here is I've set Kaya to have a large bonus. So she is guaranteed to have like a lot extra, so 2 extra cities, more tomes. And for everyone else, I put it to random.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing this one with everyone on random because it makes the world state very dynamic, makes it very interesting.
Well,
I had one playtest where there was a necromancer architect culture, and they had a city that was on the giant bone dragon.
Yeah.
So they had like undead dragons in their armies, in addition to already having like half the necromancer tomes.
Yeah.
It was really
cool.
Be
wary, some of these settings let you put the world to very crazy things. Like if you tell the game to like, give someone 10 cities, everyone have 10 cities, you will get crushed, we think. Anyway, any questions that come through? There was a question. So somebody was asking, does the AI difficulty buff set? This is important. So, someone just asked, do combat units get bonuses based on this?
No, only if you put it to this.
Yeah, exactly. So that plus by challenging means that the AI's units will be better in combat. Yeah. And if you go to see settings here, so for the human, sorry.
Oh yeah.
You still have the handicap, so you can change your own units as well. Yeah. But by default, difficulty does not change.
Yeah. Even if you put it to brutal, it doesn't go to challenging plus by default. You have to manually do that.
Yeah, because people don't like that.
Like it's only if you really want to do that.
Yep.
So I'm leaving everything on except for score, because I don't like score as much. And then we're good to go, I think.
I think so. Yeah,
we're good to go. Let's go. Let's find out if this works. We'll overwrite it. Ta-da! Lots of talking before we get there. We get into it. But hey, 30 minutes for character creation. That is a new record, actually. That's the fastest we've ever done it.
Somebody's asking, I'm afraid we haven't added anything to the new Eldritch Sovereign. The reason male giants got the assets was because we made giants. We already made them.
We could port them one to one.
Exactly. We could simply give them away because we'd already made them, so we thought we might as well let people use them. But there was always, if you go back, the Archons, who are the Archons, in every game they've had a Titan. That's why there was no Order and Shadow giant in the previous DLC, was because it was clear that the Order giant was part of the Archons. So we've added him here, and then we back-ported him to the giant ruler.
All right, so we have landed here on our realm. We're right next to a mountain chain. This is a very interesting location for framing, but there we go. And we start with Resilient Incarnation and Conjure Elemental. These are both Architect Culture spells.
Yep.
The Incarnation, this is a defense buff, like a very temporary one. It's only 1 turn. But what's notable is it scales with Affinity Incarnate, which is an effect that you get from the wonders, the monuments that you build.
Yep.
So as the game goes on, this gets more powerful, as a lot of things for this culture do. The Conjure Elemental, this is basically a way to get a little tier 1 spirit based on whatever affinity you happen to be. Mm-hmm. It's based on the dominant one, so being that our highest right now, I think, is Order, it would be a light spirit.
I think it would be determined when this is going to determine our highest.
This would probably determine it, yes. Well, no, it wouldn't, because it will still be Order.
You think?
Yeah, because if we get free Astral, it will remain whatever was highest first, until something else overtakes it. So, time to put on the narrative voice. We see the vision of ruin. You and your first artisans gaze into this new realm, ripe for the taking, when a dark cloud blackens the skies. A terrifying visage appears in the sky, a cackling skull actually, pierced by the blades of ice, fire and lightning. You suddenly find 3 masks on 3 pedestals before you. An obsidian mask of a weeping gravekeeper, a carnelian mask of a snarling general, and a lapis mask of a mage laughing maniacally. The earth around you rumbles, shifts and tears, while the skull in the sky screeches your name. Hekafia of the Silver Dawn, this world must end by your hand. Choose the tools of destruction. Which mask of destruction will you don?
The Laughing Mage.
Yes, we're gonna pick the Laughing Mage. So this, what this choice will do, this is your first little affinity point. Yep. It will give you. It will set you on the path for the quest, and it will also give you like a very small little starting bonus. So in this case, you see, Chaos One gives you a bit more draft, gives you a bit more mana. These are significantly lesser than what you normally get from a Society Trait, in return for getting much more in the long term.
Yes, much more. Okay.
Donning the mask of the maniacal mage, you see the hidden magical connections in the world. Power surges through you. You extend your hand and lightning jumps from your fingertips. You laugh. It scorches your enemies and amplifies the power of your first artisans. The more spells you cast, the stronger you become. You laugh, and the world bows before your arcane supremacy. The Godir bow, and magic materials fuse your body. Ancient wonders reveal their ancient secrets to you as you laugh. The world returns to normal when your vision ends. But still you laugh, for it is you who will ruin the world.
Hooray!
It shall be us. Well, we're gonna be a bit more positive about it. We're gonna not ruin the world. But, you know, we're gonna just let magic flow freely. So notably,
we're gonna make a mess.
Yes, we're gonna make a mess, but it will be our mess.
Yes.
So notably, the objectives for this one: spend a heck of a lot of casting points, 2,000. It's honestly the easiest of the three objectives here. We need to bind at least one gold ancient wonder, which means we need to research quite high.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need to boost our research, and we need to complete 2 sets of magic materials to fuel the spell.
Yes.
This is quite the quest for us to do, but we're gonna be trying to make that happen.
Okay.
So, we're starting here in our city of Dawnlight, and we are going to immediately prioritize one of our new structures. So, as the architects, your enhanced structures are the research structures that give you more production as well, being that they're all about, you know, studying the self and studying engineering, basically. So we're going to start with that. We're going to grab our first pickup here. Yeah. Our first combat, I'll pick something a bit more pizzazz to it. So we shall see what we can find.
Yeah.
This right here, this is our scout. This is a surveyor. And for the architect culture, what we want to get is this new resource here, Wonderstone. This is what we use to build the monuments. Monuments being basically a giant province improvement that you can upgrade over time to get more power out of it. Wonderstone is gotten from magic materials in 2 ways. One is you own the magic material or you have access to it and therefore you get income over time.
Yep.
The other way is the surveyor can find these magic materials and survey the province. Kind of like how the industrious culture does the prospecting on the mountains. They survey the province, you get a bunch of the resource early on, and you can use that to build. You can only do that once per province, but it's a really good early source. Early on, you're going to rely on this a lot. So for architects, it's quite important that you get your scouts out early if you want to really optimize this.
There'll always be a magic material near your free city, so there'll be a free city nearby, and all free cities always have a magic material. So if we can find one of them, we'll be able to steal their Wonderstone. God, you need something. What's your starting army?
I think I need a cultivator. I need more.
God, you
armies.
definitely need a cultivator.
Yeah, because we're on brutal. We actually start with very few units. So we're going to start with a cultivator, and then we're going to go for the surveyor after that.
Okay. Research, seal.
The zealot, I think, actually.
You think?
Because we need to buff up our starting army really quick.
4, I guess, sure.
So I think that would be wise, because then we can buff up our starting army a bit. And
how did you level up?
We did a battle.
Oh, right.
So,
Battle Saint, oh my lord.
Flashbang with way too much stuff. I'm gonna keep this pretty general because there's a lot to talk about. The Battle Saint. This is the one of the new classes, but this is the one from Archon Prophecies.
Yep, this is the one you pay for.
This is the DLC class.
Yep.
So the Battle Saint is effectively people wanted to have a paladin, people wanted to have like a cleric or a priest, that sort of vibe, and the Battle Saint is how you do that. So the Battle Saint is basically there's 3 general directions to go in. There is the full-on support, it's the priesty side, just go all the way to the left. There is the sort of the zealot, the bit of the middle ground, like you take damage for others, you're like the martyr, that's the middle. And then there's the sort of paladin vibe, which is the right side. How does this work? Well, at the start, you choose the direction, so you could choose either a cleric or a paladin. And this is how you get your fervor, which is the resource you use for a lot of these special abilities of this. Fervor, as it's on its own, just a bit of status resistance. It's not a lot, but that's not the point. The main point is that you use it for your support abilities. So if you pick Paladin, you get it from attacking. If you pick the Cleric, you get it just at the start of your turn. But the point is, you can do anything you want at that time, which means you can be much more support-oriented.
At the end of your turn, it says?
Yeah, end of your turn. That's what I said, right?
You should start. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
We're going to go full Paladin because we picked our little our spear and shield, so we're going to go with Fervor. So that's what we're starting with.
So what does Fervor give you if you don't have any way of spending it?
If you don't have any way of spending it, it gives you status resistance.
Yep.
We'll go into the rest of this as we go, because it's a lot to cover in one go. And in our little roster here, we'll show the units we have here. So we have the Earthbreaker as our tier 1.
Yep.
This is our shock unit. It's a tier 1 shock unit. It's quite sturdy for the tier 1 shock unit. On account of its charge, charge does a bit less damage, but it does a sweep. So it's really good at disrupting a formation of units.
Yep.
And then they put themselves into defense mode.
Yep.
So they're quite decent at keeping themselves alive, and they pair really well with the other tier 1 of the culture, which we will be building soon. And, most notably, as the time goes on, they have a passive that makes their health scale up a little bit as the culture gets more affinity incarnates.
Yes. We will get affinity incarnate, something we get later when we build monuments. It's going to take some time to get a monument. We'll also be able to get some affinity incarnate from our little support guy, but it's going to take a while before she's ready to.
Support Guile.
Okay.
We're building her right now. Then, secondly, here we actually started with. Oh, right, it's because of the traits we picked. We start with the next state too. That's why. But we start here with the Guardian. This is a shield unit, but it's partially hybridized with a polearm in the sense that it has first strike. It does not have anti-large or the charge break, but it has first strike, and it's a quite powerful defensive unit. The main gist of what the Guardian does is it is there to set up for other attacks. So what they do is they have an aura around themselves, which basically reduces the resistance around themselves. So other units, they have reduced resistance based on whatever incarnate you have. So if you get Ordered Incarnate, it reduces Spirit resistance. If you get Chaos Incarnate, it reduces Fire resistance. And then lastly, they have the Retaliation, which is they do damage. This also scales with Affinity Incarnate. So in the early game, the Guardians are not that dangerous. Quite simply, they don't have anything to scale off of yet. But they quite quickly scale up, and it's quite important that if you use them early on, you link the Cultivator to them. And the last of our 3 starting units, we have the Shademaker. This is our ranged unit, tier 2. They have a quite chunky bow, which is, they fulfill the role of the polearm of the Giant Slayer in the culture, effectively, but at range. And they're also sort of partially a bit of a Battle Mage role in their AoE shot, in the Incarnate shot. So they're a bit off-roll ranged unit, which is kind of a theme for the culture's units.
Okay.
There are people asking if it's interesting, but I'm just going to raffle on.
There are so many questions coming around. Can my champion be a full-winged angel? There is a full-winged angel, but your champion cannot be a full-winged angel. Any other questions? We need hoplites. We do need hoplites. Yes.
I thought you said forming danger, and I was like, what does that mean?
Multiplayer strategy is going to be defeat ally architects before they spiral out of control.
Yeah, pretty much.
Technically speaking, architects can get brokenly powerful because there isn't really a cap on how much damage they can do.
Technically speaking, no cap. No.
There isn't. However, they get their power from these monuments, and the monuments are in cities. If you capture the cities, or if you raise the monuments, you will literally disable their abilities. So you can attack the cities and trash the monuments, and if you trash the monuments, their units get weaker. Is the Shademaker a reference to Greek mythology? I have no idea where the name Shademaker came from.
It is a reference to the movie 300, indirectly.
Is it?
Yes, very indirectly.
Okay.
It's so I named the culture's units based off of like they're all vaguely construction related.
Okay.
So the Shademaker is basically their roofers. They make the roof.
Yeah.
But also they make
Mace
shades
of Smiting.
with arrows.
That's very what's the name? Take it.
That is very appropriate. But we have to lose our spear. It's so sad.
Right, yeah, good point. Oh.
It's so sad.
Yeah, but
it is very good though. We're gonna definitely take that for now.
Okay. Excellent.
It's still appropriate. We'll take it. We'll make ourselves a better spear.
We can make a better
spear
later, exactly.
I want to check inside, but I'm also. Oh, we can take that.
Take that. Oh, is that somebody in a chariot?
No, that's a fury on an elephant.
Jesus. Okay.
There's some sworn guard. These look so cool. Orcs are one of my favorite forms. They look so good. There's also I think there's a wonder there.
Wonder here, the crystal tree.
Which is going to be good. So, Dawnlight is expanding. That's all good. Do we have any spells we need to think of? No, not really. Perfect. Gonna keep it
Still
going.
haven't found any ideas where our starting city is? Our free city?
Not seen them yet.
No.
We're gonna have to find out. We'll find them soon enough.
Probably up there.
They might be ruined. We are on a ruined realm after all.
Oh Christ, yeah, of course, yeah. We might not even get one.
Well,
okay,
there might be. It's pure chance. As for the architects getting out of control, so how it works is that the cost of the monuments that you build escalates over time. So you can see here, it costs 200 Wonderstone right now and 250 production. Both of those scale up with each copy of it you build. So the first time you build tier 1, 2, 3, 4 is the exact cost it says. But if you build a second tier 1, so a second foundation, it is, I think, 50% more expensive on both. And then the next time it's 50% again. And that keeps going. So if you want to build a lot of them, you need an obscene amount of resources.
Yep. Oh, there's one.
We found one here. So we found some rainbow clovers, which we're definitely going to want.
Yep.
And I think we should actually...
Remember, clevers give us spirit damage on our weapons, so we might want to capture that for the item fort.
Yeah, so for now we're going to survey it. You can do it by pressing the big attack here or down here.
Yep.
Either way, whoop, we get 50.
Yep.
So you know, we need to do this, like, we need to find 4 materials before we get our first monument.
Technically, I think we should just send a hero over there and then put at least put an outpost next to it so we can start collecting the
I think
income.
we want to take this one first because we're right here.
Well, kill it, but I would go straight for it.
Yeah, we need to kill this because I want to get rid of it before
Yeah,
it's
but
us,
we should
I think-
definitely put first city up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Then we're going to make a second surveyor, I think.
Yeah, good idea.
Because we're going to use the zealots to fill out our ranks if we need to. We're going to wait 1 turn, I think. We're going to pop outside so we can heal.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then here we go.
If you raise the monuments, does the cost go back down?
No, but that's because the monuments can be repaired.
Yeah,
It's only if it's fully gone, I think it does.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
it does count, I think, how many you have in your faction.
Yes.
So if you lose the city that the monument's in, if that gets fully razed, that's the only way in which a monument can be fully destroyed.
Yep.
Then if you were to build another one, it would be the old cost, because it would count, you have 1 less.
Yeah, it counts, exactly. Okay.
It was for Darni.
Okay.
Can we go
Right.
in? We go in, we're good. It's because she doesn't have enough movement.
Clever.
We're going to go poke them. Well, this is the
Cool.
battle we're going to play to show the units real quick,
do
because
it.
it's a good early game battle to show some stuff.
Wasn't there skeletal archons? Yeah, so I think we explained it. If you play the story runs that comes with the DLC, it gets explained actually what happened. But essentially, in Age of Wonders 1 and 2, the Archons were like the ultimate religious good guys. They hated the undead. They were created essentially to enforce the order of the universe and make sure everything worked in a particular way. In Age of Wonders 3, Athla was cut off from the Astral Sea, which meant that the power level of the Lords in Age of Wonders 3 is actually lower than in the other games. And because they were cut off from the Astral Sea, they lost their connection to the divine, for want of a better word. That's probably not exactly the best way of dealing with it. And because of that, they went undead and became the Archon Revenants, which is why they're not called Archons in Age of Wonders 3, they're called Archon Revenants. And you can make the Archon Revenants in this game. That's one of the reasons you have the Archon Revenant title and stuff like that.
So, to explain real quick what I'm doing here.
Exactly. Oh yeah, and in Age of Wonders 1 there were no Archons, only Highmen. This has been
What a name.
retconned a little bit. The Highmen were a faction of the Archons, right? So the Archons are the parent organization and the Highmen were a subgroup of the Archons who got up to some questionable things in Age of Wonders 1. Okay, sorry, anyway.
No worries.
The Cultivator.
So to show real quick what I'm doing here, I'm going to fight them. I'm forming a front line with here with our Guardians. So the Guardians, they really want to have some Infinity Incarnate early on to get their abilities working. How we do this early on is the Cultivator. This is a tier 1 support. Quite uniquely, this culture has those. I don't think we had any tier 1 supports before this update, because we made the Light Spirit is 1 and this one is 1. I think it's the only 2. But how the Cultivator does this is, well, just has a nice regular attack, kind of filler. It's just there to do something. Its main thing is it can link to an ally to cultivate their affinity. This changes based on whichever one is dominant. So for us, Ordered is dominant, which means that if she links to someone, she gives them 2 stacks of Ordered Incarnate. What Ordered Incarnate does is it's basically just you get extra spirit damage on your attacks, and the unit's abilities, they scale off this as well. In addition to doing that, which is quite useful obviously, at the start of the turn, both this and the unit they link to get like a small heal, and they get a dispel status effect.
Yep.
So basically, the Cultivator is kind of like you can think of it like a squire for your frontline units.
It also means it's sometimes a good idea not to cultivate on the first turn, because somebody else might get a debuff you want to remove.
Yeah, but it over time it can also remove it. We're gonna not use command yet, I think. No, it will only get us out of position.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
but definitely what a tier 1 support. That's cool, actually. Yep.
Another thing that's changed is the game used to be that you could only have one link going at once. So, for example, if you were to make a link between... No, you can't see where I'm pointing. If you were going to make a link between the Cultivator and the Shield guy, then if somebody else linked to it, so for example you met an Umbral Mistress, the Umbral Mistress's link would override the link from the Cultivator. And there was a bunch of other things. It got really confusing. We've made it now so you can have multiple links per character. So that means you can have she links to her, and then the Umbral Mistress links to them, and then you taunt the Umbral Mistress, and all of those links will function at the same time in a chain. The only thing is, in most cases, a unit can only have one outgoing link at once. So if you an Umbral Mistress links to that guy, they can't link to that guy at the same time.
Get him.
Excellent.
Smacked. I love that they destroy the obstacles around them as well. She's gonna stay in formation here because she's perfectly fine over here.
Beat him up.
She's just gonna beat up the Sorn guard.
Yep, she's gonna.
I like that she just hits one. So she gets further here. She's gonna be using that for her support abilities, but for now she just stacks it up for her resistance. We're gonna go.
How come the Honor Bound have elephants? The game has randomly generated. Oh no, this is you. You made these guys.
These are randomly generated. This is random because this
is.
Of
course, this is normal people. Yeah, the system just made the made a race at random and decided that Honor Bound on elephants.
Reality can be whatever you want.
Yes.
We're gonna go shoot them. Yeah, we're gonna shoot them. Zoop. I should have not sped it up. That animation is really cool. The PFX are really cool for this culture, so I should probably not skip through them that much.
Unfortunately, we considered having Pegasus chariots, but because Pegasus can fly, or Pegasi can fly, we weren't able to do it. It was too much work, I'm afraid.
That's a lot of damage. Okay,
Aren't multi-links a bit OP? They don't really change the power level of things. What was happening before, on the technical level, different links work for different systems. So there's actually 3 kinds of links. There's links, mind control, and martyrdom. And because they're all on different systems, they stacked. So you could be mind controlled and martyred and normal linked all at the same time. But you couldn't have multiple links at the same time, and it was a massive mess, and nobody understood it.
Oh yeah,
so
very minor, but we did buff the Fury. Just realized because there's a Fury here, we fixed the damage.
We buffed a bunch of things. We buffed the Dark Warrior because somebody pointed out that your OP digger guys were so completely outclassed the Dark Warrior.
That's because I looked at the Dark Warrior and I was like, this isn't working, and then I made a tier 1 that does work.
Yeah. But the current version of the Dark Warrior, if you just bring them up in the encyclopedia, push F1.
Can we do that right now?
Yeah. So
I didn't even know you could do that in combat.
Yeah. And then so the Dark Warrior is way more powerful now. I think he's got more health and he does more damage.
Yeah, it's just been just a basic buff.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it later, but
I hope so.
Oh, a tombstone race from your corpses. Oh right, yeah. So that's a new thing. We added little tombstone markers to dead bodies to make them easier to spot when you're playing undead.
I'm fairly certain
you can turn them off if you don't.
Yeah, I was about to say you can, right?
Yeah, they're under interface.
Oh, the interface. That's where they are.
Called dead unit markers.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can turn those off
in case you wanted to do so.
Yep.
Oh, also the unit banner size scaling. It's now a slider, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, makes me so happy.
What have you done with the Lightbringer? I think there were minor tweaks to the Lightbringer. I don't remember. No, we haven't changed the Lightbringer since we gave him a champion medal. But unless was giving the Lightbringer a champion medal? That was the previous DLC, I think.
I wasn't the one that did it. I don't remember. Do not know.
I don't remember either. I'm sorry. Life goes by so quickly. Anyway,
yes.
I think in this one we gave champion medals to support units.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
That's definitely this one.
Yeah.
Oh, forward a bit more.
Do summon units still leave dead bodies? We didn't change who leaves dead bodies. Summoned units leave a dead body unless they despawn because of their timer. So we didn't change that.
Okay, I'm gonna show a cultivator shooting because it looks really cool. If I remember, like I really like the casting effect for this.
Blast him. Yes. Yeah. So
the effects have really upgraded on this.
Our PFX maker Anna's done a fantastic job of making new particle vector things. It's great.
It's also worth noting indeed for the shade makers, because it's pretty unique for range units. Their damage is half the physical and half the elements of your dominant affinity.
Yes.
So in our case, we're order dominant, therefore it is half of it is spirit damage. They ran away, the cowards. Stab him.
Pop him.
Perfect.
Go. Excellent. We win. Did we level up again?
We did. Perfect. Right on cue. It's like as if it's
the
planned.
worst. I need to change those. I don't like them.
They need to be way stronger if we're gonna make them not move.
Why do they slow you down? Why? Oh, there's somebody there.
What?
See them. There's someone there.
Yes. Who's that? I know who that is.
Oh, you can ride a bear now because you're not using the spear.
Yeah, but I want the spear. Spear's cool.
Anyway,
yeah. So, Battle Saint. The next tier is your active ability. This is kind of the core of how this class will work.
Yep.
There's 3 options. There's the full support, which is Cleric's Fervor. Not an option for us right now, but this one is it's an action, but it heals the most, and it is at range. So, it just means you can from a distance be like, hey, that one, heal that person. Saint's Fervor, this is the middle ground. This is effectively like lay on hands, like the paladin vibe. It's like you touch something next to you, you give it health. You can do this on yourself as well, but it is only healing and it is a lower amount.
Yep, it's half.
But it's quite
do you
versatile.
get status effect cleansing on the first one then?
No, you don't get it by default.
Oh, okay.
That's an upgrade, I think, later on. Unless I made a horrible typo and it's not there.
Okay.
And then lastly, the one we're going to probably be taking is Warrior's Fervor. This is basically the Paladin vibe. This is Smite. Well, not quite Smite. This is I'm empowering myself. I'm like channeling my holy energy. This means you convert that fervor into strength, strengthened, which is going to escalate quite well, and you heal yourself a little bit.
Okay.
So it's the same heal as this one, but you can't target anyone else. So if you want to go like a bit middle ground, this one is a better vibe, but we're going to go with this because we have plenty of supports.
Excellent. So I want to just ask why you can't use the spear when you're mounted. The reason you can't use the spear when you're mounted is because if you use the spear when you're mounted, it looks like you're using a lance. Basically.
Also, it's
that's the main reason.
Also, because I like having some weapons that don't use mounts because I like having unmounted.
So essentially, we have a problem that we want to make it so that you can look at a unit and roughly figure out what they do. So if you're holding a spear while mounted, it looks like you're having a lance, so it looks like you're a shock unit, but you're not a shock unit, you're a shield unit. So
it's worth noting that the spear weapon, to compensate for not having a mount, it inherently gives you first strike.
Yes.
So that doesn't cost any points if you were to make one. For example. We're going to put it on a bear. Why not? Let's go. For now, we'll put it on the bear. I'm going to give it a lance later, but...
Okay. So we've met someone.
Well, not yet we haven't, but
I think we should go back that way.
Because we can't see them yet, we're going to put an outpost here because then they can't be upset.
Okay.
That's Clave. No! How dare you?
Why do you want an outpost here?
Because there's a wonder over there.
Oh, you want to try and steal the wonder? Okay.
And I want to make sure that we have enough claim to get it. There's also going to be more stuff down here. So
no, that's a handmade region. You can tell from the shadows, right?
He is, but
from the pillars, there's going to be.
I don't want to risk this guy getting person getting closer.
No, what was that? Go north, north. It's too late. We're going to have to capture the city. They've got it. They've already got it.
Yeah. Well, let's see. 6 turns till we get the next hero. This is also action edition that we can see that.
But I mean, what I would do is I go that way. I would build an outpost next to. Oh wow, there's somebody else here. Oh yeah, you gave everyone starting cities, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh no, that's a free city, right?
That is the free city.
Oh, thank Christ.
So, notable, this is also a code change I got some help with. You can actually survey in enemy territory.
Yes.
Which wasn't. It technically wasn't possible with prospect, that sort of stuff. Also, you can prospect or survey territory that you already own. So if you settle it, like you put your outpost on it, before you get your scout there, you can still do it.
Excellent.
Which is nice, so it doesn't waste it. So this means we kind of want to make friends with them, because I don't think we want to break in there. So we're going to give them a Whispering Stone.
Yep.
So we're going to get these ones by peaceful means, because we'll have plenty else to fight.
Yep.
Summon Zealot is complete, that is excellent. Financial Workforce, really good for architects, because you want to... The monuments are very expensive in construction. But we won't need it just yet, because we don't have enough anyway. Inspiring Chant, is that worth it? No.
I think I'd get for enough. Oh yeah, sure, we can afford it.
No, we needed to summon actually the guy. So we're gonna...
I don't see that someone with gold. Am I dreaming?
We can check this. Whoop, that's the wrong one. No, it's mana.
Okay.
So we're gonna cast that.
Someone was summoned with gold. Anyway.
There's...
The barbarians. Somebody used to have a...
Yeah, there's one that is like a militia.
Yeah.
Tomb of the Horde.
Cool.
Let's see. You know what? The Crow Companion might actually be a good idea.
Sure.
Because it will help us find stuff.
Got a workshop.
We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more everything, but we're gonna definitely need more gold. So let's get a Forester there, just because it will give us some boosts. Then we get this one. Be a good idea, I think. Yeah, we're gonna try and get our economy up and running a little bit.
Yeah.
We've met Clayton.
Hooray!
This is a combination
nice
and a half. Yeah, she does have a nice hat.
Excellent hat.
Nice hats, I'll take it. We're gonna try and ally Clayton. See what we can do with that. Gonna end the turn.
Okay. I think we might need to declare war on this person because they've got the cool monument.
I don't know what's up there. It might be useless to us.
No, it's definitely...
Oh, it's the waterfall one.
No, it is. It's definitely the waterfall one, I can tell.
I don't actually know what that one does. We're going to find out.
It rains on you?
That is supremely helpful, thank you. Hey, it's me! Hello!
Is it you? Hello! He hates us. Why does he hate us? Relation?
Because I hate everyone. It's
Clashing Affinity, Astral Affinity.
Yeah, it's because he's Materium and we're Astral half.
I mean, just...
he's literally Materium Chaos and we're Order Astral.
Give a threatening welcome. We'll kick his ass. This
is what I was afraid of. I'm gonna have to kill my own guy. What's he doing? Let's see.
Well,
expansion. He's only third, so someone else got a way bigger boost than he did.
Yeah. What's our ranking?
We're in the bottom. We're obviously at the bottom for everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I can't see that right now, but we are definitely the lowest by all.
Okay.
I'm not gonna threaten myself. It seems like a dumb idea. Because it will just give them hatred for us.
I would just say goodbye. I just ignore him. Fuck you. Goodbye.
Fine.
Off you go.
We're
Because
gonna
the
get
thing
killed.
is, he does have the cool thing to the north. I can see it. We
Yeah, there
need
it
that
is.
city.
Let's see. You give city stability. Oh, all the provinces days to it. All
Yeah.
right. And a farmer or forester gives 10.
10 food.
Nice. Can we reach it with our throne city? We can't, right?
No, nowhere near. Or maybe eventually it's going to take
We
a
can
long
actually,
time.
pretty quickly too. That's only 2 upgrades away. But we need this city out of the way. To
I
do
think
that.
we'd have to. We probably need to upgrade. Yeah, maybe we could.
And if you're 3 provinces, you get tide spirits.
It is the
and
right one.
you
Isn't
regenerate
it? It
more.
is a new one, isn't it?
No, this is not new.
Oh,
This is the. This is. from
oh, I
Giant
thought it
Kings.
was a new one. There is a new one in the DLC, and I thought it was that one. This is a different one, but still.
Let's go.
I think we're going to have to take his city. He's got an ancient one day. He's got access to the landmark.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if we can do that right now. So this is an interesting
No,
exploration site. Wait, there's 2 of them there.
we definitely so need this place. We need that city. Sorry,
Oh my
Mr.
lord.
Dragon, we need your city. We have to
I,
borrow
I wonder
it.
where it actually is though, because it might be
He needs to
the
borrow
main.
it.
Wait, is this a water one?
Yeah,
Cursed.
water passage.
It's taunting me. Look at this. It's just taunting me. It's so rude. Alright, we'll go that way. Summon zealots into the army. Boop.
Excellent.
Welcome, you're recruited with your nice little wings. And I think we're gonna need to do that again because we're definitely gonna need to get this army up if we're gonna do that. We need.
You want to attack him now with your starting army? You can roll.
Well, no, we're gonna need to check it out at least. We need
Yeah,
to do. We need to
okay.
be doing a lot of fighting. Infestations gives us relations.
I haven't even seen an infestation yet.
We killed one just now.
Of course, yeah,
Literally
we
just
killed
now.
one. Yeah.
We should have taken that as a turn
How
ago.
is the diplomatic ranking decided? I think the diplomatic ranking is decided by how many allies and friends you have.
Is the ranking? Yeah. We are last in everything except expansion. Someone's doing worse, which is tragic. I don't know
can
how
they
they're
be
managing
doing
that.
Worse than us. Well, so
very
somebody
sad.
didn't start with a city, and they didn't, and
Yeah.
they've got fewer provinces.
They must have.
That's impressive. that.
Military, of course, was pretty high. Magic, yeah, okay. He did not roll that high on this
Was it
stuff.
military victory? What is he third or fourth?
Yeah, it's for. He's like 3rd. Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's definitely way higher than we are.
Yes, without doubt.
Oh boy.
So where are we going to put our first city then? We need to figure out where we're going to put our first city.
Well,
North, I guess.
assuming that we can ally these, we don't need to put it here because this will be in the range of that city pretty quickly.
So north, I suppose.
So once that, there you go, now it's done. Well, I was gonna say once this survey is done, we're gonna send him north. I want to check that one, but
Well, we'll get the,
I suspect there
we'll
will
get
be
the crow
something
thing
of value
soon,
here.
and then we'll be able to. What's that? What's that in through the smoke?
well, that's a watchtower. But this is new, probably. That is
that?
literal angels.
Isn't that one of the fated regions? No, it can't be a fated region.
I am so sad we are now trespassing because we got put in their territory.
sorry. Wait, he'll be fine.
Well, we're already trespassing. We might as well, like when in Rome.
Yeah, of course, now you can't get out.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We can take the hit.
Okay.
let's
Trespass, I think
see.
it's minus 50 per turn, so as long as it doesn't drop below 200, we're okay.
Okay, we need to go check this. Yeah, this city, the core of the city is not here. I don't know. It's all the way down here.
It's only size 3. We could take it, but he's going to come back. He's going to be really,
I gave him a
really
name list, can you tell?
angry. Discord.
That's the 3rd city or something, by the way. So this is pretty cursed.
Okay, right.
Um,
Oh, that's an interesting. It's not really an exploit per se, but yeah, you can tell how many cities they've got by what the names.
yeah, if you were like,
yeah.
you know, if you are
Interesting.
that much of a turbo nerd, you remember. But let's see, production. I think we need to go this direction, just because we need to have like. It also makes the
You want to
movement
challenge
faster.
him? Yeah, makes sense.
Makes the movement faster as well, which is helpful. So I think we actually might want to get a shrine early.
Yeah, we can immediately. You can start on the ziggurat already.
I really like getting these early because the knowledge is really good early.
Do it.
So the architect structures, those two, I usually get them really early because they're so good if you get them early.
I'd start building an army because your second hero is going to turn up soon.
Yes, actually, good point. Let's get started on that.
Excellent.
We're gonna need it. Oh, you're gone. And you boys.
Okay, we now have our little army.
Yeah, we need to cultivate the group up with them again. Yeah, he's expanding so fast. We need that city to fall, but... So, the question is, how close is this city to the rest of his empire? We do not know.
No,
We
well,
have no idea if
the
this is right next to
system-
it or not.
the system does try to. The extra cities should be relatively close. Oh, there's someone else up there.
Yeah, that's Kaya.
That's Kaya.
I can tell by the banner.
Okay, yeah.
So
and
she has this undeath land up here.
Yeah.
And she is the strongest player on the map, easily.
Well, we don't
because
know because you put them on random, so it's conceivable that somebody randomly is also the strongest.
It's technically possible someone has more than her, but yes, it's unlikely. There you go.
Right.
She is the strongest in everything except
Somehow
diplomacy.
she doesn't have any friends. I wonder why. Insane.
Let's see. She
dog
inherently
skull woman.
dislikes. We're threatened. No, we're not.
No, well, you should have massive a threat until say why she thinks she's threatened.
Oh, it's because
Too
we're close.
close.
I think we're gonna give her a little
Give
welcome
me some
gift just to
space,
keep her
man.
away for now. Can we do anything? No.
Well, you can give her a present if you. Hey, give her those crappy fucking breed.
I want to use them for like material.
You want to? Yeah, I suppose.
Integration of friendship? No, it's not worth the
That's
gold.
a waste of time.
We
She'll
cannot
pro- there's a very good chance she'll just what's the name rivalry us, and that will cancel it.
So our plan is we get the dragon to declare war on us first, so that we have an enemy, and then deal with like, oh, maybe we won't kill him now.
You might as well attack the thingy, get some XP.
Right? Yeah, true. Let's just poke it so we can regen. That shouldn't be too bad. It's just a bunch of damage. How did you do that? You fool!
Right,
It's probably because they
having
just
another
ran in there. It's okay. I'll turbo it in. You can distract people.
Sure. What's going on?
Send it a basket of skulls. But that would be a good gift.
I can't follow what they're going on about. I'm sorry. Can you be an Eldritch Battle Saint?
Oh right, our support.
Can you be an Eldritch Battle
Yes,
Saint?
you can.
Yes, you can.
You absolutely
Cool.
can, and it actually kind of works as well.
Yes, we have. Yes, that's true. We've added a trait that lets you turn off the underground entirely. We finally figured out that wasn't possible before.
So
we managed to fix
I
it.
realized why they died. By the way, it's because I did not put my support with this army, which means that the Guardian is completely unsupported because they have no.
Where is the
inherent
support
incarnate.
unit?
It's the one I put south to scout. Real
You
quick.
sent you.
Which is fine because I didn't expect to fight, but then it was like, oh, go hit this
Yeah,
thing. I was like, right,
okay.
maybe we shouldn't have.
There's a lot of angry wolves.
Yeah, and I have no debuffs, dispels. Oh wait, actually I do.
You do?
This does, right?
No.
No, I thought it did. Oh, it used to at one point, and we got rid of it, I think, because we had too many debuffs. So this right now is just going to be damage. It would do weakened per affinity incarnate if we had that, but we don't.
But yeah, you sent away our support unit. Did both people in the office both call you Tom? No, he's called Thomas, and I'm called Tom or Tom Bird, depending on
the big
how
bird.
formal people are feeling, I guess.
How formal are people feeling? How many fervor do I have? Only one? This is
Well,
sad.
no, you get further from hitting people, you know, to hit people.
Yeah, exactly. So do we do that? Okay. Let's see. We're gonna send these boys in first, and they're gonna just be expendable.
Yep. Somebody wants to make what's it? I missed it. It's going so fast.
Nah.
I've lost it. It's gone.
Yeah.
Someone must be mystics.
Oh no, somebody's saying about the Eldritch Battle Saint. They want to play Elysian's Eldritch Order. I've done Elysian's Eldritch and Shadow, and that worked very well. So you can make an Eldritch Death God, and then have the Elysians, and you can completely goth up the Elysians with black wings on their heads and stuff. It was
Oh yeah,
great.
those actually really kick ass. They work quite well. We're gonna make them some extra defense because I don't trust them not dying.
What are those guys ahead of you? Are they just
These are
normal-
just like feudal defenders on wolves,
Okay.
but they're on the white wolves, so they do the they have the howl.
Yep, and the pack
which is
no,
debuffing
they've
us.
already used the howl. They used it
Yeah.
on the hero. They weakened him.
But that's probably why they got us.
Got it. Very formal. That's me. Super formal. All the time.
I'll have you know that I made the hero roster, and I was tempted to put you in as a bird.
You should have. That would have been great.
Oh, you're in there. You're just not a bird.
Oh, okay.
It's like 50-50. It's like, this is gonna be funny, or it's gonna get me sent to HR. So I'm gonna do something else. Let's see.
Alright.
Alright, we're gonna just go mold them.
Go on.
Quickly, mold them.
Yes, it.
Oh.
So there goes all of our fervor, and now we're stronger and we do more damage.
We get more.
Is he stunned? No, he's healing regeneration.
Yeah, exactly. They're just very... We're fighting some sturdy boys. I wonder what these have. Is it their race traits or something that makes them so tough?
I don't think we changed the underground very much. We just made it so you could leave it.
Ah,
So
wait.
you didn't leave it out, yes.
No, there were no big change to the underground in this update now. Because we
Will
did
this
that in
be
the last
the same
one.
price as Giant King DLC? It will be the same price as Giant King DLC, yes.
Ah, yeah.
Your soul. Please. I did not expect that, the loudness of the huh? We're gonna buff these guys' defense as well, because I do not want to lose units. It's gonna make them a bit tougher.
Yeah.
There we go. Should be okay.
I think, is that... He lives? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that might have actually saved them. The one extra defense to resistance might have saved them. You can kill this one.
Get him!
Actually,
Backstab.
I can't run around them. That's so sad. This unit is
We don't have any
warped.
did you... Oh, you haven't got the summon... You should have been able to summon a thingamajig.
Oh right, I could have been. Yeah, I didn't do that. I forgot.
Why? Well, backstabbed, right?
Oh, right, yeah. Actually, here's what good to know. Wait, what? Me? You cannot be affected.
Well, because you can only give it on people who've used their turn up.
Oh! I'm a sausage.
Yeah.
That's okay. Then you go in there and kill him. Boom. Can she reach? Yes, she can. Perfect.
Okay.
And then we shoot them. It's not ideal because, well, it's range damage. I think we're gonna use our little slippery thing.
Woo! Wait.
We have the extra defense against opportunity attacks, so we should use that to save our
Good
unit.
thinking. Yeah.
Did that wolf just scream?
Yes.
It was not howling, it was just made a scream. I'm assuming it was the frogs on top of it, but that was a very interesting noise.
Okay.
Very good, perfect.
Finally, what's
Saved it.
So where's your? Get you. You should get you.
Second.
Excellent.
What do we have?
Legion of Zeal.
Legion of Zeal, yeah, that's gonna be the way to go.
Okay.
Yeah, we're missing our support because she's down here. I walked it down here to check what this was, and then we got into combat because I'm wise.
Okay. So I guess we'll send one of the Zealots back to join the second army.
I think we're just gonna have them trail behind because we need all the bodies we can get.
Do it.
We're definitely gonna need to get more sources of mana really quickly. So we cannot really settle up north. We can't really go down here. I actually hoped that this would be empty so we could settle city there, but that's not an option either. So we're gonna need to build up from one city and take this one.
That would be the best idea. Oh wow, it's already size 6. It's grown 3 sizes since we started looking at it.
Our boy's already here. He's only level 2. Excellent. He did not roll any
What's he got with
excellence.
him? Look what he's got with him. Oh, he's a Reaver.
Yep.
Right.
I have no idea if this works. I just made him a battle saint just to see what the AI would pick for him because I want to know.
Right.
So he's very supporty.
He's a support.
He's a
dragon.
Materium support dragon.
What's that wand he's got?
I think it's
Wand of
supposed to
heal.
heal
Oh,
one.
that's nice.
Appropriate. So that's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
Look
I mean,
at this. He actually has a dragoon with him.
yeah.
The lizard-
Very nice. A lizard riding a lizard.
A lizard
with
on a lizard.
gun. Okay.
What is down here? I don't know what's down there. Okay. I am tempted to put a little outpost here for the simple reason that it gives us regen.
Okay.
Because then we can recover quickly and actually go attack.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You can give it a go.
I think we need to. Why
What's
can I not do it? Oh, it's next to it, right.
Yeah. You'd have to go to the.
Up there. You can poke into the next province because we're going to be cheeky breeky. Nope. Boop.
Excellent.
Is it worth it actually at this point? Because it's.
I mean, you're
Might as well
almost
claim
back
this.
home, right?
Yeah, we're almost there anyway. We're going to have to poke back home and grab our stuff. We need a second hero anyway, so we're going to just march back home. Because we really need some stuff. We need to go sailing. Can we afford it yet? We can. I think we need to.
I think so. Makes sense.
Because otherwise we're not going to get enough resources. Perfect. Then you are going to go check out what Kaya's up to do up here. Don't think we're going to be able to see too much. Oh, that way.
Yeah, excellent. We can see further.
And then jump grow. Boop.
Yay.
Birds. That's the ear wings. They come alive.
Excellent. What
This
that
is
thing up
a
there?
cool location.
Yeah. Is that? Oh, it's one of the new ones. Look, you're right. It's
Yeah,
covered
this
in
is
a
one of the
blessed terrain. Fantastic. So we've added a new terrain type to the game. It's this yellow stuff. It gives you happiness bonuses, I think, when you get it normally. So it's just generally a little
the
bit
Bone
better.
Born have taken it. It's
Yep.
unacceptable. They can't do that.
Yeah.
Negotiations are working out. Good, good. I want to boost it, but we need to save our Imperium right now. And we can make a bounty for the Forsaken Cove. That's not going to be helpful for us.
Message
And
received.
yeah, he's not happy about us.
He
being
doesn't like it
defensive
at all.
Clayton.
Yep.
But that's standard affair. It's fine. You can stay there. Let's go. The stream was not the surprise. I do not know what the surprise is.
I do.
You already has said that there's a surprise. I have no clue what it is.
I know what the surprise is, yeah. I asked him.
Is it cake?
Sorry. I thought the surprise isn't the surprise already out? I thought have we not done
Wow,
the
he
surprise
cleared
yet?
he cleared this one. I actually don't see them clear monuments that often. Or wonders
Yeah,
that
but
often.
that's bronze one. He could easily clear that.
Yeah, no, I just don't see them do it at all
Oh, okay.
often. That's cool. Should move forward. Right, how did the multi-sect thing work again? It's like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's so cool. I haven't really done that yet. So yeah, you can multi-select stacks now and move them as one.
Yeah, you need to have... well, you need to select both stacks, obviously.
Yeah, in this
Oh, right,
case,
yeah,
just
the other
alone,
one was
since
out
you
of
moves.
move points.
I did move both of them, but then they don't go.
'Kay.
But it's very nice quality of life. So you hold shift and then you can just select them and move them like that.
Yep.
Which is quite cool. I hope you guys like the music. The music's very good. But we're not supposed to answer that, but I will anyway. There's a bird down. Ooh. Outstanding. Okay, we need to go claim this island later because this will be our goal for the Destinations of Magic.
It's a bird's nest. I think you could take that. What's guarding the bird's nest?
Well, right now we're not going to be able to take it.
Nah, you could easily take that. If you have 2 heroes, you could easily.
Yeah, but I can also get our armies away from us because if it will take us time to get down here, and then
Kaya
or
and then somebody's going to come knocking. Yeah. Okay.
But the nice thing is, this is on an island. This nest, it probably won't be cleared for a while, and while it's there, this island is safe. No one's going to take it.
Excellent.
Which is good for us. We're going to stay there. And you're going to group up.
New hero is next turn? Yeah.
Yeah, next turn. We need to make sure we have some money left over at the end of this turn.
Ziggurat.
I think Ziggurat, yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Otherwise it would be mana.
I get the Ziggurat.
And then we get some more
tier 2
production.
units.
So we have a lot more production. We're going to be unhappy. That's fine. But we have quite a bit of production, so we'll go pretty decently fast.
Yep.
We're going to need a money for the hero. Do we want to make an extra unit?
Probably. The hero's going to turn up. They need forces, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if we can afford it.
Cultivate. You just need cultivators. Flying to play without
It's 250. So if we get one now, we don't have enough money. So I'm going to wait one turn.
Okay.
We'll use our mana to get filler.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's go.
We'll use the zealots for now. Elysian, enchanted crows and the Elysian headwings are the blurst combination. Yeah, it's the wings they just fly off.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, so you're gonna break off. We're gonna group you up.
Okay, one army.
They're
So what's
heal
the
for
plan
one turn.
with this?
So we're gonna heal for one turn,
and then we're gonna
we're gonna go poke them. I think.
Yeah, we might as well. Let's go get him.
We're gonna get absolutely demolished.
Have a look at him. What's our diplomatic status with the guy? He insulted us,
he hates
right?
us. He hates us.
Oh, cool. So we actually have a war justification. Minus 420. It's a sign.
Yeah, it's
a
minor.
horrible cliched meme sign, but it's a sign.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna put the dragon in the pipe and smoke. Hey, look! It's more Holy Land.
Nice.
It's very nice. So
this is from the realm trade. That's why.
Yes, yeah, it's the realm trade. So there's a lot of these regions. We have deliberately quite a bit of it on this one. I wanted to make sure it would show up, so make it high. Now, I'm willing to bet there's a magic material down there, but also not. I'm not sure if I take the bet that it's out of range of that.
No,
bird nest.
it's still sleeping. It's safe to move around here.
Aha.
This place is amazing. We've got to get a city here. Look at this. There's another one, there.
Yeah, this will be a really good settle spot indeed.
Let's do it.
But so the wiser thing I think is indeed we get our army down there and we go do it.
So that would be insane. I would be very. There's a small chance he'll just obliterate you. You could attack him and you could just turn up with 3 armies and just absolutely roll right through you. So
here's off to join. Here we go. There's one. Yes. So these are 2 from the Free City.
Okay.
And here is we have Mikia. You can guess who that is. We have Louisian, and we have Tom Lithia.
I want Tom Lithia. Oh, you made me tiny with little hammer. That one. We want that one.
I like this one. But we're going to show the new classes. So the warrior will do later, because we have the elementalist and the ritualist.
Yep.
There's basically I did a rework of how the mage and the ritualist worked. Effectively, to make a long story short, they were trying to cover a lot of angles in like only 2 classes. Like the mage was trying to be both elemental mage, a arcane mage, a
evil mage,
all that stuff in one go. And same for the ritualist, was trying to be a druid, a priest, and a summoner, and a what's the other one? There was another one.
Druid, summoner, healer.
Healer, yeah. Well, I mean, there's all right there. But yeah, so what I did instead is we split them up into 3 things. So there's now an elementalist, which is all the elemental magic, the classic mage stuff. There is the ritualist, which is the full druidic support vibe, so it's full about healing and buffing. And there is now a new one, which is the warlock, which we didn't roll here, so we'll show that later. And the warlock is the part about the curses from the mage, and it's the part about the undead from what the ritualist used to have. We're going to bring Mikia the Stormweaver, because we want to have lots of lightning, because it's cool.
What does she want to do? Duelist, isn't that killing heroes?
Yes. She wants to kill a hero.
Okay.
Which
I think
we might get
happen.
that chance. We might get that chance.
Okay.
But what's important for us is that because she's an elementalist, she's going to be doing like a lot of damage, which is something we lack in the early game. So that will be very helpful for us.
And then what we got? We need a cultivator. Can we make a cultivator?
Yeah, we do need an extra cultivator for sure. We actually got a lot of money just now.
I'm not sure how, but yeah. Okay.
I did not pay attention to what popped up. Too busy talking nonsense. Crusader Liturgist. Let's do the Crusader Liturgist is also very appropriate. But I think right now we need to optimize a little bit.
Check it out.
Yeah, he's expanding.
Buildings have appeared. We gotta go. Okay, so we're gonna go down south and beat up the bird. What?
Advocating violence against your own kind.
Can we make roads yet?
Good question. I don't think we can. We don't have the skill yet. We need to buy that, right?
No, but can we? How many turns?
We're too poor. That's 6 turns away.
Penny ass. Oh, no,
we also don't really have the money.
No, it's more that we're going to have to go through that forest. It's going to take an age to travel through that forest with that red building.
Circle Zealotry. It's for alignment. Is that helpful for us? It's also only draft. I don't think we need that much right now.
Does it? Do you have to? Oh, I didn't realize Circle Zealotry scaled off alignment. I thought it scaled.
Yeah, it does. It's about it scales off of Zealotry. In fact,
yeah, so you're gonna have
you know what I'm saying.
We need a tavern.
No, we need both. We need the tavern, which is 2 farms. So I think with the tavern we're gonna wait till we get to 3 pop, so we can boost it.
Yeah, but no, everything's slowed down now because of the negative.
It's only 10% though.
Okay.
So what I think we'll do instead is we'll get the shrine, so we have enough mana to cast our spell.
Okay.
Either that or the vendor. We need gold as well, but I think we'll go shrine.
Okay.
Because that's an immediate boost. And then in 2 turns the city will grow, and then we can get the tavern as well.
Excellent. Let's go.
Because we need to save our butts.
Someone else.
It's Elamir. Look at all these chariots in the background. So many.
This guy might actually like us a bit. Be nice to him.
I have to be nice to the order, Chad. Ugh.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna be nice to somebody.
Fine. Hi, Elamir. You're very nice. I like your
You mean you're
hair.
both angels? Check it out. You guys could like get married and have little wingy babies.
I'm going to kill him.
Cherubs.
We're going to kill
you
him.
could have babies and then like send them out like little cherubs. Bow and arrow.
Putting the infant back in infantry, I see.
That's good. The infant back in infantry.
Yeah.
Did you think of that yourself?
It's really old.
Okay.
I think it's. I'm probably not the one that came up with that. No.
That's cool.
Anyway, oh look, there's a dead dragon on the mountain.
Oh Jesus!
It's an ill
We'll
omen.
go around here. Okay.
But this is a really cool place. Look at
Okay.
that.
What's this guy's ranking?
Oh, good question. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Oh, he's number 2.
He's
Okay,
number
this
2.
will be a big ally.
He'll be good.
He'll be a good ally.
He'll
He's
be good
number
if we
2.
can ally
Okay,
him.
Right.
That would be a good distraction. So we're actually going to try that. Kefia, I think we're gonna send her south to help with the nest because I'm worried that we won't have enough firepower to kill it with just 1 stack.
Let me think. With those guys, you can do it, but you'll lose a lot of units.
Yeah, and we need to. I think we need to crush it as best we can.
Yeah, I think so too.
So we're gonna send everyone down there for now.
It's mainly just because the Phoenix will come in and it'll boot some units. And
Yeah, we can excavate and like maybe find more stuff that way.
What are you looking for?
We might find us more materials, more magic materials.
Maybe. Yeah, it's very rare, but
But it will also give us lots of resources.
yeah, you're right.
So it's
Sure.
worth
Do
doing
it.
because this guy, this boy is gonna be stuck here for a while.
Okay, dig.
There's a very thin wall, isn't
Oh
it?
no, not that one. The sparkly one.
Does it actually
Yeah,
does
it
it
makes a
indicate
difference.
something?
Yeah, did you not know? Sparkly means that there's treasure. If there's no sparkles, and when you dig it up, there's nothing there. If there's
I had
sparkles,
no idea.
Yeah, that's what the sparkles mean.
I had no idea. I never knew this.
Fun one. Yep.
Arrival is declared. Kaya. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. The breakup did not go well. Yes, out of sync.
The
Of
stacks
course,
need to-
violence.
The stacks need to be next to each other to multiply. They do not. The system works better if they're close to each other, but they don't actually have to be next to each other. Cross purposes.
A scout reports you that he spotted a strange band of merchant first artisans in the wilderness.
Are we the first artisans?
Yeah, that's us.
Okay.
There's something off about these first artisans. The scout informs you. They swear that they are
Let's
traitors.
seek them out.
Ah, yes. However, I've noticed they carried concealed weapons.
Maybe they're weapons traders. Have you considered that?
And they're spies.
Maybe you're just racist.
Deal with
Sorry?
them. Please tell me they're on this side. Yeah, okay, they're up there.
Oh god, fucking. We'll never get to them.
Well, I mean, I can send the second army over there to deal with them, I suppose.
Oh, we can. No, if we refuse, we get some knowledge.
No, we lose
Oh,
it.
we lose on
because
it.
they
Oh,
spy
well-
on us.
Oh well, we'll seek them out and then just not seek them out. Oh,
I mean, we can just go kill them.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Then, let's see, how are we going to do this? How is this efficient way to do this?
The efficient way is to get roads because it takes so long to go through the forest.
Yeah, but the roads is like 5 turns waiting, so we're not doing that right now.
I mean, depends how many people there is. You might not even need a full army. But
Incarnate Mark. So this is spreading your incarnate to the other ones.
have
We don't
any
need to
of
do
that?
that just yet because we don't have any yet.
you do. We've got all of the zealots.
Yeah, but we don't have any infinity incarnate yet.
Good point.
We have no wonder yet.
Good point.
So we don't need to rush that yet. We're gonna get
Yeah,
workforce.
fanatic. I did it. Do it.
Because when we get to building our wonder monument, we want to do it so quickly as possible. So you're definitely gonna go south. I am thinking.
You might as well send them up. They don't even have a full army yet, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll send them up there.
Are we making them more units?
Yeah, I'm making the cultivator.
Oh, Legion of Zeal. Do it.
We'll do Legion of Zeal. That will help a lot down there as well.
I think that you can probably take them if it's just just the units we saw, tier 1s and the Firebird. I think you could take them, but a lot of people are going to die.
Da da da. There's Scout on a chariot. This actually goes kind of hard. That actually is really cool.
Excellent. Are they feudal?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Do the chariots like change look based on the culture?
Vaguely, there's something that changes about them. I don't think it's not a big
thought some
change.
of the barding
It's a subtle
swapped or
change.
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
something does change on them, but not much.
Because I do remember looking at them and seeing them look different, but Legion of Zeal, very good. And then we go back upstairs. Up the stairs.
Oh, one thing we can just quickly show off is if you go to the options. I think it's in settings. Where is it now? Interface, notification settings.
Oh yeah.
This is a new thing that we added. So basically, what you can now do is you can disable notifications that you do not want to get. So if you are annoyed by a notification that constantly turns up and you don't want it, you can now switch
I know what I'm
that
turning off. Give me a second. Where's the one where they're upset about Free City?
Sorry, which one?
Is there a complaint about the Free City? I want to know.
Oh, you just want to turn off diplomatic messages?
Yes.
Oh God, I don't know.
No longer a vassal.
There's so
you can do all of them.
many messages. Oh, you received a warning is probably it.
You've been announced complimented assault. There we go.
Yep, and you received a warning.
There we go. Excellent. We will not accept those.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Cool.
We shall not. We have closed the complaint box.
Excellent. Okay.
Let's see here. What is it
Alright.
we're fighting? That is
You're all
actually
going to
quite
get
tough.
but you don't need to fight these guys. You don't need to fight them.
You sure about that?
Not 100% sure. Yeah,
We have no
you
money.
can bribe them.
But we have no money.
That's a
We're
good.
too
Then you
poor.
do have to fight them. They will obliterate you. You need more units.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can also save some money. But we are poor.
You need a tavern,
Yeah, we need that tavern.
which you can no longer afford. Next turn you'll be able to afford it.
We can afford it. Give me a second. Where's my item? Where's the item pile?
The item pile.
Yeah, we can sell an item. Can we not?
You can't sell items for money.
Oh, right. We can sell it to another. Wait.
Oh,
wait,
well,
wait.
we can. Okay, maybe if we can get some money by giving it to somebody.
No, we will sell it to this boy.
Yeah.
And negotiate. Give me money. Hey,
Yay!
outstanding. Thank you. You're very
Excellent.
generous. And then now we shall build the tavern.
Tavern. Yeah. Cool.
Keep our city busy for a while. Let's see. Where can we get more resources? I guess that
There's
one up
more
there.
sparkles up
this
there.
one's sparkly.
Yeah.
Can we reach it?
No. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
That's alright. Acceptable. Don't know how they dig that one, but that's what they're doing.
Okay. Oh, there's a tower.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Ah,
More
perfect.
treasure.
That's an interesting color. Didn't know it colored like
Yeah,
bronze
yeah.
like
So,
that.
sort of like peach.
Ah, very peachy. And then we shall give the Legion of Zeal. Outstanding, everything glows. Perfect.
Excellent.
Bounty has been posted. Voxel the Archon has put a bounty on the Forsaken Cove.
Where is it?
Down here.
Forsaken Cove. That will roll you. You will
Oh yeah,
be able to
we're not going there. We do not go into the water.
Yep.
I don't care how warm it is. I'm not going in there.
Okay.
Oi, 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 oi. The scout looks like a tier 4. Yeah, I think their archers also would get.
That's because they're on the chariot. That's because everyone looks
Archer's
like a
not on the
tier 4 when you're in a chariot.
Yeah. Yeah, chariot, I mean, it makes them also like single entity, so it is quite a big
Okay.
move. I just realized this one has like just a legion of guardians with her.
Excellent.
It's very appropriate.
Sparta.
Excavated, very
Yeah.
good. Let's do some more
Dig it.
digging, because we just need to get more resources that way. And then you are gonna go into the water, very slowly. Things, but very slowly.
Yeah.
You're gonna go get us this resource.
We need one more.
We only need one more, we're almost there. That is an infestation.
Is that a little statue? I see some woman like dancing.
Yeah, I think that's an improvement. Oh, that's the spring. That's
Okay.
the wonder. Can we afford this? No, we cannot afford
No,
this.
yeah, I think you should fight them. You just need more units.
We get a lot more
Oh,
units.
no, you can make a tier 2 unit now.
No,
No,
we
we
have-
can't.
we could if we had money. We're gonna let that sit a bit. I think. I don't
Okay.
think we can afford that right now. We need more. I need a second.
Does the
force,
build
I
you're
think.
playing on there have info on the new infestation? Okay, so the infestation relationship system is kind of the patch notes made it sound like a lot bigger than it is. What there is if you find the new infestation, which is called the angelic host or the crusader host.
Yes.
If you yourself are good, like very good, I think you need to be one level above normal good.
Yeah, you need to be very good.
Yeah, so if you're very good, then basically you can be the infestation will not automatically attack you, and you can talk to them and tell them to attack someone else.
Okay.
So the patch notes mean that it's now possible for us to do that, and it means in the future we can make friends with more infestations. So unfortunately, that does not affect existing infestations. What is the new infestation? The Crusader host is a new infestation. Yes. Hopefully, we will meet it at some point.
Actually, yeah, they're reasonably rare, I find.
Yes.
They're also quite dangerous, so.
Okay.
In that regard, it makes sense. The Mage Glass Forest. Yeah,
look how quickly they're growing.
We're gonna get rolled by these.
Oh, you put them on max difficulty as well, so they get huge economic bonus.
You know the rules. It's time to die.
Okay.
Say goodbye.
I think it's still asleep. It's safe to come out.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, as long as we exit the territory immediately, we're good. So, I think we can take them. We can take them.
I think you can take it.
We should take them while they sleep.
It's only one tier 4. I think
it's going to be one more turn, though.
Do you remember when I discovered that, like, the what's it called, the reinforcements that come out of the infestations are so fast that you could actually get caught in an infinite loop of killing reinforcements because they'd be replaced within 3 turns?
Yeah.
Glad we fixed that. Anyway.
Glad that is fixed. Honestly, if you look back at like near release, there's so much stuff we fixed since then. I mean, it's not like the game was broken. It's just there's so much stuff that's just improved now.
Yeah.
Let's
Definitely.
see. Stability. We have. We need more gold.
Wizard's Tower. We need a Wizard's Tower.
Yeah.
Otherwise we can't summon tier 2s or anything.
Yeah, and the Imperium, I think. But we also really need gold. Like, really badly.
Yeah, the bender.
I think we get the gold first, and then we get the tower, I think.
Yep, excellent.
I think that's a good point, a good idea. Because we are just absolutely starving for gold.
Okay, let's do it. Proper fight.
That's next turn, because we can't get on land yet.
Oh, okay.
We're too basic.
So what are you going to do? You want to get Evocation, you said?
I think Evocation is the next move. Faith is interesting if there's a lot of free cities, but there's only one, and we're almost good with them, so we're not going to go too hard on that. Warding I don't think it combos that well. Magical Wards is nice, but...
Who are we going to be fighting?
Probably this one. What? And probably Kaya. Kaya's all Frost and Undeath, and the Ashen is all Fire.
So, well then the Magic Wards, which gives all the...
Well, he's Fire and mostly physical, like 90% physical, so that's not going to help us much against him.
You just want to blow them all up with might?
I think this because he has Constructs. Which this will absolutely vaporize, so...
Okay, let's do it. Sounds good.
It also gives us mages, which is good.
Yes.
And now we're gonna swap to Astral.
As you may effectively utilize.
Storm Spirits, no.
Oh right, oh cool, yes, so now we do lightning damage. Excellent.
Exactly. Lightning Blades.
Okay.
So now you'll see, because now this is our Dominant Divinity, which you can see here as well, ta-da.
Yep.
We will have swapped.
That's
now
Zeal.
blue. Yeah, we still have Zeal on the
yeah.
but like you'll see the actual colors on the things themselves have changed.
Nice.
Shield.
Okay.
And you know the difference as well on the damage. So for example, we have 2 from Zeal, but you know now there's lightning. Whoop, close. Come on. I'm good at clicking things.
Oh, I forgot we could do that. We have the Whispering Stone. We have a spare Whispering Stone. We could have given it to our free city. Thank you. I didn't even. Why do we have 2 Whispering Stones?
Oh.
Did you pick a trait that gives us an extra Whispering Stone? You must have.
I must have. I just forgot.
You've given us Chosen Uniters.
I thought we changed that.
No, well, yeah, except we didn't.
Oh shit! I thought I changed that. I didn't change that. No. I did not realize.
Yeah, so you can put that.
Well,
Thank
that's my
you,
bad.
person. You should definitely put it in there.
We don't have any other free cities to negotiate with, do we? No.
You made a work around with it with free cities, isn't it? So yeah.
We'll give it to ourselves. There you go. Well, that would have fixed our stability issue.
It's so rare to do that. I always forget that it's even possible. Anyway, let's go.
It's honestly, it kind of should just do that by default.
Yes.
And then just you change it, like you just pull it out of there when you move it elsewhere.
Yeah, but if you did that, then as soon as you made friends with the free cities, and like people will start rioting.
That sounds like mismanagement to me.
Yes. Okay.
All right, let's get the extra boy. We're gonna expect these to die. In fact, we kind of want them to die because we need our upkeep to go lower.
Yeah, okay.
We're going in, I think. No, we're gonna definitely manual this because if we auto this, we're just dying.
Okay.
I don't. Oh, actually, wait. Do we have any equipment? I don't think so, right? I have nothing to give here. No. Okay, we're as good as we're gonna.
I think you can do it. I mean, like.
Oh, we can do it. It's just a question of we want to make sure that it's as good as possible.
Yeah.
Because dying is bad. H1's Force fandom is weirdly first. That's
but these are water guys, right? So they're weak to lightning. And we just switched to lightning. Oh no, they are lightning.
They are the lightning elementals.
Ah. They're storm, not.
But that's
Yeah.
okay.
That's are they?
Yeah, these are storm
They're
spirits.
storm, so they're strong
Really
against lightning.
resistant to it. They're also resistant to order, for example. This one is not, right? No.
No.
Which is good. So this one we can damage fully, but these two are going to be a problem.
Okay.
But that's fine. That's what we have these boys for.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see.
We've turned Zeal on, right?
Yeah,
so
we have
what we
Zeal on.
actually want is for these guys to boop them. We need to condemn everyone.
Yeah. Do these
Go.
do these do condemned?
Yeah, condemned on their
Okay,
attack.
good, good. Okay, we're gonna move these guys forward.
Excellent.
They're gonna be bait, basically.
And hide behind the zealots.
You're gonna go over there. Does he have a
Don't
teleport?
clump up. He has an AOE, a big AOE.
Yeah, 2x radius. Shice. We're gonna fix that. Okay. Gonna keep you. You're gonna keep your distance and link up to these boys. Then she is gonna move to the right side to the low foliage.
Hiding in a bush.
Hiding
Hiding
in
in
a bush.
flammable material is always a good idea in fighting an enormous firebird.
I mean, there's no alternative. We're gonna catch fire anyway. Might as well do it there. And then we're gonna put them behind the shield, I think.
Okay.
Because then we distribute our weight a little bit. This is what's gonna get nuked. That's almost no question about it, but
Okay. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah.
cannot really put them anywhere where they're out
I
of
think
range.
right now she could drop it there because it's 2 hexes, right?
Yeah, it will hit everyone anyway.
Yeah.
Let's put it over there.
Okay. Let's go.
And let's hope our defense mode is enough to keep us alive. I don't think we can do anything else
Nah,
really now.
just roll.
I need that free command thing.
Those
there.
are shock units. So there
Yeah,
she
the
goes.
storm elementals.
Yep,
Okay,
exactly
that's-
where I said she'd go.
That's okay though. She's now right next to the battle saint. We can beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, no, she should die. I mean, if everyone gangs up on her.
Right.
Don't forget to stand on her.
Right,
She's
yeah.
a phoenix, right? She'll come back.
Yeah, definitely gonna come back.
Uh-huh.
Alright, you guys can beat up these birds. Get them!
Poor crows. You showed that bird.
Listen,
You
we're
imagine
making
an
them
entire
live up
war,
to the
like, beating
namesake.
up a single
Now it is a
raven.
murder of birds.
Okay, get it.
Ah, yeah.
Alright.
No, first with the zealot.
So,
we
also
don't have
worth
any
noting,
zealots nearby.
our elemental's now changed to a lightning elemental, which means we can put him
worse.
in. No, actually, that's better in this case
You
because we
think?
can use him as a distraction for these guys.
I guess.
They're sturdier.
Yeah,
Ah,
I think they're
sure.
gonna go first.
Yeah. First to cancel retaliation. Do it.
Yep. First one. Smack. That's good. Then we can do the AoE, but it doesn't really do much.
I
think we need to
got
focus
Giant
on damage.
Slayer, so she'll do extra damage against it. 'cause it's a
Yeah.
large target.
We're gonna focus our damage on this one.
Okay.
Yep.
Do it.
uh-huh.
Excellent. This one needs to live, basically. That's our main priority
Okay.
right now. They're gonna move in. So they're gonna all focus their fire. What we're gonna do is I think we're gonna put a elemental behind them.
Okay. And
They get to
distract
move
it.
immediately, right? Yeah.
Oh yes.
Because I want to charge them in.
I'm not sure if there's someone with 3 AP or 1.
Well,
I
we'll
don't
find out.
remember. Yeah, 3.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's see. I think we have to hit this one.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, they're all dangerous.
We're gonna hit this one and then leave the back exposed, and it will bait this
Okay.
one to come back.
We'll see. Okay.
Now this one will probably hit them in the back.
Good. I see.
Because the back is
Very
exposed.
Sneaky, yes.
I'm assuming that they will do that. I don't know for sure. Then we can get this one in.
You what?
Oh, you should have done that first, because then you could give lightning weakness to
Right.
things.
Yeah. Well, it's over time as well. They need to be. They need to like end the turn here.
I don't know.
Uh,
They stood there, just standing there
right.
with
Yeah,
lightning
true.
weakness.
Yeah. This one is instant. The other one's the
Our
damage.
game is
stuff
too
time.
complicated. We don't remember how it works. Anymore. Okay, hit it.
It's been a while. Do we send these one in as well?
Yeah. Try
might
and
as well.
condemn him. Everyone.
Yeah, they are condemned. Perfect.
Hit
She
it.
doesn't have it yet. Oh, actually, so we can
We are
skip
going
her
to
turn.
cheat Voldemar, and we are going to stand on the Phoenix.
Of course.
Yes.
Not that
we are
dangerous.
going to sit on the Phoenix. Well, that's the idea anyway.
So I think we can command these ones to fire again.
He won't kill it.
No, but it's better than her hitting them, I think.
Sure. Okay.
It's gonna do more damage because of the Giant Slayer.
It's 30, right? Oh,
Yeah.
33 now because it's got the lightning.
Exactly.
Okay.
I love that they like get the lightning charge on their projectiles as well.
Come
Actually. So we're not killing it this turn yet. We're gonna take a hit. If these two are distracted, we should be good. Okay, that's unfortunate. Ow. But that's not as bad as it could have been, honestly. Because that's not really a damage dealer that they took out. There's the birds. Okay. They're going for the cultivators, but that's kind of fine.
Cultivator's easiest to kill, I think, yeah.
That also the the most important to shut down for them, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Huh?
Let's
You
see.
should be able to kill it now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they can definitely kill it. They cannot do it. Okay, so you're gonna kill it. Actually,
What you gonna do?
I think we need to send this one over here.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we need as much power back here as we can get. So
Is it possible to have a chariot with raptors? We didn't do chariot with raptors. No, we forgot that one. I'm sorry, we forgot raptors.
I didn't
chariot.
even check. No.
No, it's not. It's not there. It wasn't on the list. It's we've got so much stuff in the game. It's hard to keep track of it all. But no, we have not made. We forgot to make raptor chariots.
This
It might be something we can add in.
this
the
is
future.
unforgivable.
Okay.
Okay, and now I think these ones are gonna stand on it.
The archer would be the most flexible choice.
Yeah, but we need them to shoot.
Okay.
And
Fire.
they need to shoot. You're gonna go stand on it
Yeah.
and stay there.
Ah, yeah.
Cheating.
Yeah, it's not cheating. It's tactics, strategy. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Yeah. Ouch.
Can we kill that one? No, we cannot kill them. We can damage them.
Are these? Do they? Do these guys have the what's the word? The wind shield to make them harder to hit with ranged attacks? Is that?
The storm.
I
storm
think they
spirit
do
too.
because they're storm, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
storm
that's
spirit
why
too.
that's why you can't hit them with ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
'Cause
in,
they are windy.
but I think we're winning. We're good.
I think you're fine.
They might get like an annoying little poke in here now, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Because
we
they
haven't
can
even
move
lost
rules.
any units. That's pretty good.
Of course, because we're just that good. I didn't even realize the turn ended because I was like, bam, fervor, smack, and then smack.
We win. Excellent. We get a big prize as well for beating up a gold infestation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For beating up the local wildlife, we get more points.
Like good guys do.
Away?
Exactly. Don't hurt the animals. No, we are not hurting the animals. We are
Killing
crushing
them and stealing
them.
their homes. Oh, what's the Enlightened Protector?
It's a shield.
That's good for your guy. It gives you Mirror
So-
Veil.
It's a holy shield, spirit
That
shield as
is-
well.
That is really good for your guy.
That's very
it's
appropriate.
going to
But it doesn't look as cool.
Yeah, but it stacks with everything else you've got. How much damage are you going to do when people hit you now?
A lot. It would be
Yeah,
great.
because it stacks with
So we have
lesser
lesser
strength
radiance as
shield
well.
and in a radius.
So we have lesser radiance, that's
and-
3 extra damage. We have this, which is 6 damage, so they take 9 damage.
And
Then we have
Mirror
Mirror
Veil.
Veil, which is 50% of the damage.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So I feel like we might need to take this one.
Yeah, definitely.
But the alternative one is...
we can get- we
this
can-
is the Dispel.
We can take both.
Yeah. So it's the question was
We
which
can
we take
both.
first.
No, we can take both.
We can take both now, right? Indeed.
Yeah.
I think we want... So, I
We
like
are-
this one, but that's for the offense. I think we might need resistance, because we're going to fight
I
dragons.
take order. You badly do status effects.
That's true. Well, yeah, it's status resistance need, yeah. Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
order.
take order.
I like the lightning
Excellent.
blades, though. Lightning blades is
It
good.
also means you can get Zeal on your hero as well if you need it.
Right, that's true. Attackers have a chance of summoning remorse.
You give even more. Hit me harder. This one, look. You
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Hit
remorse.
me harder. Just keep hitting me. You're just a complete like masochist.
Yeah.
Full on martyr.
I like warded a lot, actually.
Okay.
So the right side here is very tanky. So we can take Purifying Fervor, we can get rid of these spells, which is good. And then we can get more defense against magic, which is very hard to
I
kill.
always do the get further on hit because then you can use the ability to buff to heal the damage you just took.
Yeah, I think we should take that one first. And then here's just that's a general damage one, and Warning Bond, which we'll not take. And I think we need to Fervor. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way on the right side.
Okay.
Actually, this one, actually,
Keep on going. Even
we know what
more.
needs to be done.
Okay, do it.
We know what needs to be done. We're gonna do tanky. Let's go. We're gonna do full. We're gonna make her basically just you hit
Tank.
me,
Oh,
and that's
can we
support
make her
choice.
what's name here?
Outpost.
Outpost. Maybe on the underground, because then we start with the farm, and then we can immediately go down to the underground and get the wonder. Could you click
Yeah, because you can
underground?
build a farm here, and that doesn't really matter that
Yeah, but
much
if you
anyway.
click the underground, there's a wonder, so you can then.
It's two away,
Yeah. Oh, and there's a mine down there as well. Yeah, we just go straight
We're
on
gonna
ground.
definitely get this one. Do we have anything to boost this? We do not. No, we're too poor. We're also not Materium or Order, so
Nope.
we're gonna do that. We're gonna need to figure out what we do with those zealots, because we cannot afford to keep them up right now.
Mhm.
Do we need them? Because this we can't bring them in anyway.
I mean, you're very low on cash, and these guys are reading up fair
Yeah,
amount.
exactly. I think we get rid of these. Your rank, what is it? Soldier?
Mhm.
The other two are, I think, higher rank.
No,
they're
they're
also
also
soldiers,
just because
okay.
yeah, you just summoned them, so
Well, then we get rid of the one that's lowest health.
makes sense.
You're being
Bye-bye.
decommissioned. Bye.
Yeah.
And then the other one. You're the weakest link. Goodbye.
You're fired.
Perfect.
Fired. Excellent.
We need to. We're really skinning by the going by the skin of our teeth here in a bit.
We can finally get another the Wizard's Tower. We thought.
Yes, I think the Wizard Tower is the way to go. We need the Imperium at this point.
And we can make a tier 2 unit for those guys as well because they are.
Right. Yep. That's very good. They need They need damage. No, actually, they have her.
Yeah.
I think they actually need the support. Support the Guardian.
Okay, do it.
Actually, wait, no. We have the Zealots as expendable units, frontline units, so we can make the Shade Maker.
Okay. 6 turns. That's not.
Yeah, we don't have any draft yet.
That's painful.
Speaking of not having any draft, so we can make a. Actually, if we put it over here, we can basically make the roads there a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's go up here. Is there anything here? I don't think so. No. Let's make it this way. There we go.
Excellent.
We're overthinking things. Denounced? How dare you?
Who's been denounced?
Stop this treachery! I don't treat you. How
Okay.
rude. Can't believe you'd be so rude. I can't believe I would lie like that.
What did we get denounced for? I didn't actually look. What was the
I just thought that was treacherous.
You are
We haven't done anything.
We did.
I think
No,
it's
we did
fabricated.
actually. We built the outpost right next to him. We ignored his claim.
That's not treachery. That's just inconsiderate.
That's a good point.
Diplomatic negotiations. Founder Staba of Paradisium. Of
He's a
Clayton.
buddy, right? No.
Wait, sorry. Founder Staba of Paradisium of Clayton.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Clay-
that's
Clay-
the city that
Cleolin.
wants to celebrate the Golden War of Tempest. Right.
I mean,
Tempest is like one of the base game things.
yeah, he's the dragon.
What's
boy.
our roll chance on the
60?
60%? Ooh. That's a big risk. I reckon.
I'm gonna let people choose. Do we do it?
The Tempest was a fool. It's 19. It was easy.
Yeah, we do 19 Imperium. Yeah, well, actually we do this.
19 Imperium. Okay.
That's actually extremely worth it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to roll it, but no, this is so worth it.
It's
We
so going to
should.
go wrong. Excellent. What matters of diplomacy should we discuss today?
No. Okay, so we're
What's
gonna.
that?
This is our
your
boy.
buddy, yeah.
Oh, that's the Throne City. That's where Sadon is.
Okay.
So that's our white boy. Over
Okay.
here. So because
Yep.
because Cleolin is now our vassal,
Yep.
we have access to their magic material.
Excellent.
one,
So we're finally
Which
getting some
means we get the income over time. So it's important to note is that you get it from having access to the resource. You don't necessarily have to own
Yep.
the resource like the node
Do
itself.
we have 2? Because you're getting 8 per turn.
No, it's 8. One is 8.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Huh?
It's gonna go in here.
Well, you want to go in the gold one? That
I don't think we're ready actually.
Oh, you'll die. Let's go downstairs.
Yeah,
and
let's
flip
go
the silver.
downstairs, get the other one. And you are gonna go scout out what the hell's left here.
Excellent.
I think we need to know a bit what's around. This one is not ready to go deal with that yet. We need
Is
to
there
wait for
anything
units.
else we can go fight around? Go into the water and fight that whatever's on that boat, maybe?
Some Krellus.
I guess go and beat
Can
up
they
a
take
turtle.
that? I don't know actually.
It's just some turtles.
I don't rate our chances that highly. We can check it out. Might as well. Haste berries acquired. What did they do again?
Haste berries, mobility, evasion, extra actions. Animal summoning.
Hey,
They have
founding a
lots of
city is
animal
faster.
things. Oh, that's handy.
It's perfect.
Excellent.
It's because we make everyone faster. They walk over there faster.
Excellent.
Sexy ends. Wait, what happened?
I don't know what they're on about. I think that I sort of implied we were adding a relationship system, which we're not doing. And I think,
Not
I
yet.
think things escalated quite quickly. So,
One day the romance DLC will be real.
excellent.
Maybe.
I
Who
think
knows?
so. It's something I want to try.
It would be
How
funny.
can it be?
Let's see here. We cannot really
Anyway.
take them out. Oh, there's squids. We can kill the squids. That should be possible. This is not ideal, is it?
You can go to the water and then go sail
Can
the
we get
boats.
open borders with this boy?
We should be able to. He does kind of like us, right?
Yeah, 'cause it might be very helpful to get.
Oh no, we need wizard spawns and he doesn't like us enough. Oh, he's minus 175. Well, everyone hates
Why
us.
does he not like us? What are you upset about? Why are you upset?
He's the threatened. What's under threatened?
Why are we threatened?
The proximity of our domain.
What do you mean?
We're miles
What do you
away.
mean? This guy is just
He just doesn't like us.
just a bit of a dick. See, I told you, not a good friend.
Well, yeah, we have to be friends. We have to be friends with someone. We
I'm
can't
sorry,
be
was
told
that Garden of the Unhinged? Oh,
Garden of the Gilded.
What's that?
The gold one. Another gold one.
The structure is like just in the mist. It's not entering. Let's
Okay.
find out. No, nothing there. All right, you there?
We're gonna
Do we go underground immediately?
I think
We need
so.
to heal for one turn, I think.
That's good. Can we can immediately start a citying, right?
Can we hit them? Okay, we're gonna go hit them.
Do it.
Do not die.
Why have we?
There.
All right. You just.
Because I
What's
need
it
to let
does
them stay
that?
there. Two-handed, I think. Yeah.
Tier 1.
You should always help
looks
them.
more impressive than it is. Okay.
Get some XP and then we can heal. And this can start turning into a city.
Excellent.
The first artisans. We're all good. The tower is up. Very nice. Wait,
We
what?
don't really. It's not really worth going for the item forge, is it? Anyway.
Oh, it's the foundation we built. That's why I was like confused.
Market. More money. Money.
Yeah, I think the money is
I think
important.
so.
Actually, the draft is also very important right now. We have so
Yeah.
little.
Okay. Blacksmith. Good point. Good point.
We have
Yeah.
so little. Let's see.
Finally make roads. Not really useful anymore.
No, I don't think we should prioritize at the moment. We need to make sure our
What
money
was
is
the
spent.
other silver things? Sorry, what was it? What was the astral stuff we could learn?
Oh, right. There is the casting points,
Huh?
which is nice if we get more money, and this one is research buildings cheaper, which is not a bad idea.
Maybe, yeah.
But we built them in our throne city first, so
And gold is it's another
no, it's not
whispering
helpful.
stone.
It's a whispering stone right now, which
Yep.
we're not gonna be able to use.
Not use.
Any plans for any more weapon types to giants? No,
Don't
not that I'm
think
aware
so,
of.
No.
Mostly because it would need new animations and that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, which is just
Very
hard to
expensive for us,
justify.
Yeah.
we only have one animator, and they are very busy.
Okay, what we got?
The rays of winter. A substantial celestial crystal is lining up with the
So-
sun,
oh
tuning its
lord.
light red as a ruby and diminishing its heat. The sun is still bright as ever, but the rays no longer convey their comforting heat. As the welcome warmth withdraws from your realm, snow and ice change your lands to the ever cold.
Oh lordy me.
The citizens seek shelter in their homes, but the troops suffer from southern blizzards.
What's rays of winter? Arctic blizzards. So, okay, so we take damage every single turn in combat.
And everyone that's wet gets frozen.
Great.
And everyone regenerates slower and sees less.
Okay, great. Fun.
Cold. I mean, it can't be easy.
Right, prospecting. What does she want? She wants mines.
Yeah, well,
We can make a
there's-
mine under the ground because there's
can make
there's
them
a node.
up
Go to the
there.
node. I think we should go down there and get
Yeah, you
this
can make
one.
plenty of mines actually. This
Let's
one
go
can
down
be
and
one,
get-
this can be one.
We should get this one first. Get the iron deposit to build faster.
Right, yeah. But it's not expanding yet, so we're good.
Okay.
Let's see. I think we start with this one as well here.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's good.
We don't need to rush walls there because who's gonna go to that island? Haha, haha.
Famous last words. Oh, there's a dragon guy. Hello.
Oh, hello, Voxel. Come back. His
Why is
eyes.
he still hanging on with scouts?
They make interesting combinations.
Okay.
You're gonna go. That is a cool location for that actually. Just middle of an peninsula. That's really cool.
Onwards. That's the Forsaken Cove somebody wanted us
The
to...
Squid Cove.
With the mountain. Yeah, with... Oh, yeah, it's got that
It's
boat.
got the pirate boat.
Don't
I've
fight the
only
boat.
fought this once and it bodied me.
It bothered me so hard I had to convince people to nerf it. It was too strong. Oh, okay.
Oh right, yeah. Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna clear this out in the meantime. We should be able to do that. This one, we're not building anything there. Message received. What is this?
You
Keep
were
going like
angering
this.
Me. I was going to declare war soon.
Well, I think we're cooked.
Oh, fanatical workforce. I'm telling fanatical workforce on something to make it real fast.
Yes. Thing is, we need to grow still, so I don't want to turn it on unless we need to build something
good
yet.
point. Oh, does it reduce food?
Yeah, it
income?
reduces growth.
Ah.
It has a cost.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's not do that.
Like it's worth it if you're building something big, but it's
Yeah.
not worth it to just have it on early on.
Okay.
6 yens called wood. That's what I get for just looking away for 2 seconds. Alright. We're gonna try and get the ruin, I think, and then I have a seeking suspicion that we're gonna end this stream with a literal war declaration on us.
I think so too.
Because that's what
Oh well, we've got to stop soon. Wow, time
Yeah,
has
exactly.
flown by.
It does fly by.
What's going on in here then? The
Let's-
Ashen Ruins.
Let's find out what is in there.
Hello.
As you approach the smoking ruins of a once proud castle, you
this
notice a
place is
faded sigil before the charred gate.
pain.
Let's see.
I
the
know
gates.
this one.
Beasts and vagabonds leaving in the ruins. You smell smoke as you enter the gate. The red glow illuminates the corridors close to the courtyard, where crackling laughter and fearful screaming can be heard. There you see dancing shadows of a pyromancer and her followers. They are setting
Yep.
several pyres ablaze.
This is the one where everywhere you go, everything is on fire all the time.
This is a good practice for fighting the dragon.
Do it.
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Do it. Oh,
Of course it's the evil moles. Of course it's
evil
them doing
fire
it.
moles. So we are going to cook and freeze at the same time.
Yep, and they're on even better. They're on frost walls as well
Oh god,
for added.
this is going to be messy. It's
Gonna be
gonna
chaos, don't
Very,
worry
very
about it.
messy.
Please bring vampires. I don't have enough shadow options.
Alright.
we don't have those right now. I don't
No.
think. I don't think I can give you that. What is that shield? I've never seen that.
Let's go.
I've not seen that barrier before. It looks kind of neat.
I
All right,
blame
what do we
Blint.
have? We have some
I
burbs.
Blint.
Well, wyverns. They're not that dangerous, but the 2 pyromancers is a decent threat.
Okay, yeah, but the hero in front. Hero in front. Everyone hit the hero.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't forget as well, if they use fire magic on her, it'll be reflected back because of her magic shield.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put her behind. Defend him a bit. You guys are gonna flank. They're gonna go over there.
I wouldn't turn it on yet. Wait to see where the debuffs fall because it's on a cooldown. So if you need to remove a debuff, like nobody really needs healing right now, so you might as well just wait.
Yeah, and I might put it on these. These started in the fire. That is so cursed.
Yeah, you see.
Tragic. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna put it fine. So I might want to put it on them to
The
buff
fire's
their
going to spread
damage.
as well. It spawns extra ones, I think.
Ah, well,
Right?
Flammable's gonna start on fire.
I think they move. Ooh.
Well, that didn't do much.
Yeah, see, more of them will spawn, and they'll keep spawning every
It's
single
okay.
time.
She gets fervor from the frost hitting her.
Excellent. Yeah.
It's the wyverns coming in. The fools, the cowards.
Yeah, of course, nobody wants to attack the hero because you take so much damage.
There we go. They take more damage than they they inflict on us.
Wow.
Outstanding. Maybe we should like actually cultivate her and get her eating over time.
I think so. That was why I was going to say you should make the choice later when you see who's taking a lot of damage.
Well,
but she can
she'll-
heal herself.
I was
by
about to say
using
she
her
has like 5
thing.
fervor now. She can go. She's the
Yeah.
max. She can just go ham. Let's
Do
go.
it.
Bam. That was very
Synchronized
very
arming, yeah.
synchronized. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we can go smack these.
Wait, who's you going to
also have
cultivate
these.
first? Because that can get a damage bonus to somebody.
Yes, I think we should put on these because
Do
they
it.
actually get extra health as well because
Yep,
the
good
fortitude.
idea. And give them a little bit of damage.
Yes, so we're gonna buff them,
They're not burning anymore, which is handy.
and now
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
now they have 100
take,
health.
Yeah, take the pyromancer. Stop him attacking.
Yeah. Get them, boys.
Excellent.
Waiting a bit long for that one. There we go.
Ouch.
Smacked. Wolf dies. All right, I can kill anyone I want.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
What are they
Okay.
gonna do? What are they gonna do? They condemn me? What are they gonna do? Put me on fire? I mean,
Probably.
exactly
Okay.
what they'll do.
What is? Oh right. Yes, shoot her. She'll be fine.
Friendly fire is acceptable.
She'll be fine. Wow, look at her go.
Let's hit that one. 'Cause then she stays facing forward.
Excellent.
She is a tanky woman right now. We did find the perfect items for her, to
Yeah.
be fair. Like a deflection shield immediately.
Yeah. Oh.
It's
he's
as if we
playing
scripted it, which we didn't. But it's as if we did.
there.
You
Excellent.
know, there are no suspicions of scripting before this, and now I've just conjured that into existence. There we go, perfect.
Excellent. See, everything's fine.
Yeah, let's get him. This is still on cooldown, right? Yeah, it's 2 turns. 1 turn cooldown. Get him.
Get him.
You. Oh.
Hit the dog.
Kill that one.
Dog with the hammer. Excellent.
Then these can run after that one. Smack. Boop. And then,
You've actually got a fairly good amount of mana at least. So that's good.
yeah, we've been stockpiling a bit, which is good because we're gonna need all of it
Yeah.
when we get to the Dragon's Domain. Can we reach him? Hey, perfect.
Excellent.
Hooray! Then we don't have to burn more over time, so we actually avoid the attrition a bit. Perfection. And we leveled up as
What
well.
did we get? The striking crossbow.
It's a poison crossbow. That's a really high damage crossbow.
Yeah.
That's 40 damage. That's really high.
It's tier 3. It's a tier 3 crossbow. Yeah.
Wow. We can give it to Clayton,
Go on.
but I think we'll take it.
Keep it. If nothing else.
We'll find someone to give it to.
Well, she could use it technically. Battle Saints could
So,
use it.
fun fact, because we captured it, it's friendly territory. We heal faster here.
Excellent.
Actually,
Good.
might as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, can you? No, you can do
Because
that.
it's because this is it extends. Might as well.
What's the bell? Something happened.
Oh, that's a good point. Change of heart.
Oh, right. What's her
Yeah,
ambition?
she has
What does
the
she want to
hero
do?
killing one.
What's Glory Seeker Raider?
Where is it? Duelist.
Raider might be useful actually.
Raider.
Fights enemy territory and pillaging.
Yeah, let's get to the sourceful. Is that? Oh, yeah, healing name. Right.
Glory
Glory Seeker is just straight up kill a...
There is an elite.
we'll make her a raider. I think that Michelle would approve of being a raider. Oh, he's here to take our kills.
Oh, yeah, I get that one. Get better reward.
That's right.
Oof.
Zealot acceptable.
Okay.
Less upkeep.
Yes.
Oh, Kaya's down here. What does she have with her?
You should have taken. Look at all of these. You could have taken
it's
that.
fine. We can take them. It's only a skeleton crew.
Bum, bum. Anyway, there's a lot of them, aren't there?
Yeah, I mean she has massive cities. She is very dangerous.
I think we should.
That's fine. What's down here?
leave.
Ah,
I see another city down there. Useful.
that's a new one. That's really new.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we're going to go up. Keep them nearby. We need to clear our nearby territory, and she's going to probably need to go back to our domain.
Well, she needs to get more units as
there
well.
we go.
She's barely.
That's the last one. We can actually start building the monuments. Wait.
Excellent.
In that case, do one more turn to grab that so we can start building the monuments. So we can show that.
Let's do it.
Oh, there's nothing here.
Okay, and oh, that is
Yes.
also handy.
We're going to need that. Lightning focus. We can get this, but we can't really afford it yet, I don't think.
I wouldn't bother. I mean, Incarnate Mark. I mean, we've got
Let's
all
get
of
it,
these
because we'll
zealots.
need it eventually anyway. And we're going to need it now soon, because we're going to be building our monument. Now, what do we grab?
There's something there.
Here's
Grab that.
construction materials. Let's make another
Mine?
quarry.
Oh, okay.
Quarries are really good to spam with this one.
Okay.
We don't get any bonus for it, I think. No, we got farms. But next turn we can start building that. Which means I think for now we want to build the stonemason.
Yeah.
Because then we boost it next turn. And then we can start building the monument.
Okay, we'll level up.
Let's see. Adjacent units? No.
Yes.
We all know what it's gonna be. This is actually kind of this kind of filthy, but I love it.
It's a bit much. Okay. Oh, she leveled up too. Fine.
Mikia. So, well, I mean, we got all the cool stuff at the end. So, Mikia, she is a elementalist. Elementalists are the mage class, and they basically pick a element that they focus on. So there are 4 to choose from. There is you can make them focused on lightning, so storms, focused on fire, flames, earth, which you might expect what it do. It's physical damage, and we have frost, which is frost damage. So this one is kind of the control one. There is physical damage, which is a bit more general, and then there is the lightning, which is usually jumpy stuff. And the fire, that's more damage for time. When you pick these, you get a little less evocation, which is not that powerful, but it ties you over until you get to the second level, where you pick your actual evocation. And these basically change how it works. So say we pick flames. I think we're going to pick lightning in this case. Actually, we'll show that. So we'll pick storms. And next level, we can pick what actual active ability she gets, which is her primary evocation. And the choices for the storm one is chaining evocation, which is the jump targeter one. But also you can have a cloud burst, which is a burst radius where you imply wet. Which right now would actually be obscene because it would freeze everyone.
Yes.
Which would be pretty funny. Is this one of those effects that we can take afterwards?
I don't think
Because
so.
if we can steal that effect, then it would be incredible.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't think so. I've had this one before and I don't remember being able to take it. But anything's possible.
Tragic. Vessels gives gold. No, it's not going to help us much. No, we can't afford any of that stuff.
Oh, level of renown.
Hey,
What did
very
she
good.
do? Oh, for exploring ancient wonder. Excellent.
Yes, and she needs a golden one still. She gets Farseer.
Okay.
Which is so she will need to be the one in the end that takes the big one.
Okay.
Which I don't think we can take just yet.
I wouldn't risk it. No.
But if we get some extra units, we might.
Ooh,
Rally of the Lieges.
This would be handy for getting us more units quickly.
Yeah, and they are of our race.
Yep.
So this might actually be a good way to do it. They're also cheaper, I think, aren't they?
No, but they're faster to
Yeah,
get.
they are.
Oh, they are cheaper. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize.
So we're gonna get those two, I think, to fill out our army. I think that's wise to do.
Sounds good. Yep.
Let's start with the
afford one.
Guardian first.
Yeah. Okay.
To Dawn Knight.
Yep.
Because actually, if we send them down here, so like say we reinforce this army and make them a bit more higher tier.
Okay.
I think we can take the. I think we could maybe take this.
If you like, yeah, you can have a go. I wouldn't do it with an army that week. I wouldn't try.
No, we're gonna go to
But,
war soon. We need to be safe. Let's put this in the Throne City.
Okay.
Let's be safe. Blah.
Excellent.
Oh, we found a new city.
Woo.
Stelkras, where are you?
We can make friends with them.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that'd be
Is
so
anyone
useful.
talking to them?
Okay. No, I don't think any of them have found them yet.
Excellent.
I don't think they've gone on the ocean here
We
yet.
have a whispering stone we can disconnect from our city
Yes.
and give to them.
And we shall.
Do that.
It's gonna drop it a bit. Wait.
That'll be fine. No, it's not going to drop it negative.
Yeah, actually, we need this Imperium because we're gonna need to integrate Clayton later.
Okay.
So we're gonna need to get this Whispering Stone away. Withdraw. We're gonna give it to them.
Okay. Where is have a look at Clayton quickly.
I don't think we're ready yet.
2 turns. Bonded vassalage. I think you need to get to flourishing vassalage before you can integrate,
I
right?
think, yeah, you need the highest one. So
Okay.
it will be a while, but that's fine. They give us resources right now. We're okay.
Nice.
This is digging. All good. End the turn.
I think it's
Yeah, we're gonna get the material and start the wonder,
excellent.
and then end it there because I just want to show that show the monument choice.
Good idea.
We're not gonna finish it this turn. That's gonna be impossible. But you know, they're slowly moving up on the surface. Grimfell.
Did you make Kaya or is she a built?
Kaya is the one we played on the previous stream. I did change her so that she has a tome list, and I think I named her cities as well.
Gotcha.
Do not remember if I did.
Okay.
but I
So
probably
somewhere around here we have the.
We had the magic material somewhere to grab. All right, up here.
Right, somewhere.
There it is.
Okay.
Can we? Yeah, we can yoink it and then get out. Perfect. Oh, we cannot. All right. Well, they're dead. It's okay.
No, yeah, it eats all of your move points when you do a.
Yeah.
think
F, F for them.
They might be fine. Maybe it's not woken up yet.
No, I see. You can see the alert of the stack. They're there. They're definitely there. All right. Let's get to the phone city. Let's build this monument. Let's get this bread. Finish you. Boop.
Okay.
And then we begin the foundation. So, the monument, you'll see here, this is the foundation. It gives 1 affinity incarnate, chosen affinity, and it gives also +1 towards that affinity. These have a minimum requirement. You need 3 of the affinity dedicated to it, which you'll now see. So we choose where to put it. I think we're going to put it in...
I'd put it there as close as you can so people don't
yeah, I
nuke
think
it.
here, because this is a province that's otherwise not important.
Okay.
Which makes sense to us, and it's quite safe. So we can dedicate it to Astal, which means the Astal card is lightning damage, or we can dedicate it to Order. What are they going to be weaker to, probably?
I don't know. I mean, they're fire people, but ice, presumably.
Yeah, we're going to end up going more into Order, I think. Because we're going to go towards the Tome of Virtue as well.
Yeah.
So I think I think we should do Order.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Or you could say you get ice because we're already getting order. We're already getting spirit
Actually, that's
damage
a good
from
point.
Zeal, so we might as well get them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Triple.
Let's do that.
3 damage.
So we're dedicated to Astal. Take
That's
3
going
turns to
take
build.
3 turns. Yep.
And then you'll see what it looks like, which will be next time.
Yeah.
When we go to war and all die. Ooh,
Level up. Oh, that's very useful.
it's free real estate. It's outstanding.
Excellent. Now what?
Outstanding. All right, what else can we get here? Martyr's Blood. When the hit points are 30% less or lower, you get Steadfast and Grace. All friendly units gain Grace and Fortune, right? Yeah, this is the big one. Is basically you get nearly murdered. Here you go. Don't do
The
that.
thing is, people aren't. It's going to be really unlikely that people hurt you first.
Yeah, but what happens to her right now is she goes to the front. She gets hit to like a lot of damage, and then she heals the full with the this one, which means you'll trigger this and not have a downside.
That is certainly an idea. I think what will happen is the AO won't hit her because she does so much damage to anyone.
Yeah, but
Did you
also
see the
inflict
last
weaken.
time?
Perfect.
Okay.
Like,
I
this
would
is really
go
good,
for
obviously.
Faithful Zeal. More damage. Her damage is really crappy. But yeah, that's just me.
But it's so funny though.
Yeah, show me. Yeah, do
It's
it.
funny.
Do it.
Let's
do
go.
It. Do it.
Let's go all in. We'll make it unkillable. All right. We're gonna have to end it here. I'm gonna keep running otherwise. They're gonna get on my case if I keep going.
Go.
So we'll go to the screen. Ta-da! Yes. So thank you very much for watching.
Thanks everyone.
I hope it was enjoyable. I kind of forgot the time and we got a bit too into it.
It's fine. It's only 10 minutes.
It's only 10 minutes. There's some sort of thing that Jordi's doing. I don't know what it is. No clue what it is. I keep forgetting. We will be back next week at about the same time. But we'll continue the stream, probably with a different co-host.
I think so. Somebody else.
The bird's going to be busy. We shall see who that shall be. And if you want to try the open beta, if you play on Steam and you want to try out some of the new changes that come with the Griffin update, there's an open beta available on Steam already. And you can always go to this Discord and ask questions about it, give feedback, that sort of stuff. And that's, I think, it.
Yeah.
Archon Prophecies releases in, where did I put the reminder?
August the 12th.
August the 12th, see? I don't remember dates. I'm terrible at that. August the 12th, and we hope to see you there and hope that we excited you sufficiently.
Great.
So,
Thanks
thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.